Okay, my video call is Predator Gaming XL. So if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, I'll put the link down in the description. You feel me? It's actually in my bio. So if you want to go on my YouTube, you can go directly to that. And yeah, I think this is a. Let me check something. So I do have some. I am experiencing some frame drops. So I'm looking at the Twitch Studio right now. Cause I'm using Twitch Studio Beta because of my OBS and the stream apps tend to overwork my computer a little bit. So sorry for the loud noise. Um, so right now, uh, we're just gonna just chill, react. Um, yeah, I do have some frame drops, some slow frames, so be wary of that. I do have my stream manager on, but again, if you want to send me if you want to send anything, bro, whether that be like some subs, donations, you want to follow, you want to send a message about what my thing is, you do you. Um, oh, oh no, I don't want that. Okay, so I think we good right now. I think we should be good. Um, right now. So I guess I'm gonna wait like 1 minute, 2 minutes. Get everything prepared. Make sure everything's the drops, the frames are okay, everything, and yeah, that's it. So again, I'll give you guys a couple minutes. I'm gonna drink some water. Uh, yep, that's good. Some good water right there. You know what I'm saying? I have my microphone. For microphone, I'm using for the microphone, I am using for the microphone. I'm using my Beats Flex, and my AirPods right now. Um, I do have the voice suppressor on very high, so it should only be my voice and my voice only. Um, yeah, so I guess let's jump into it. Um, and my CPU is high up. It's still green to 100%. Frame drops are happening. Okay, so we're gonna watch the video. Let me make sure it's high quality for you guys. You know, I only give my people the highest quality. Let's do this. We're gonna react to it. So I'll be ready.
Just a sec. Sorry, just a sec.
Sick.
Swear I'm not stalling.
I don't have a webcam, so that's why if you can't, my webcam takes a lot of my CPU. So plus the webcam I have it's the one that's installed into the computer, and I don't want to use a
Okay, so
poor
while
cam
he's
like
setting that
that.
up, I'll introduce. This is beluga ty. I don't know why it's ty, but
Luke the
he's
Jaegerist.
the Jaegerist, right. Beluga the Jaegerist, and he's a.
It's kind of funny, but I don't because I know who he, I know I don't know who I don't know who he is personally, but I remember I watched a video about him um insulting not insulting but criticizing someone for the criticism of AOT. So since AOT is on the rise, I figured to get back on it and just read his debate. It's pretty long debate. So I guess we're gonna have some fun, right?
On Titan and ending defender.
Because
He's one of the more logical ones. He doesn't say that everything is perfect. He acknowledges that there are some flaws, but he thinks overall that the community who doesn't like the ending are uh, doing too much, basically, not exactly giving the show the story the credit it deserves when it does accomplish good things. Am I saying that right? I don't want to be misquoting you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so but the main thesis, the main thing that we decided to debate him on today was about Aaron and his character. And your argument is that Aaron as a character remained consistent, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the word Aaron's character is not retconned. That's what I'll say.
Okay, not retconned. All right, cool,
Mm.
fine. And when we say retcon, we mean in chapter 139, not retconned.
No, he
Okay.
he he not retconned.
All right. All right, cool. So who's gonna go first, me or you?
Um,
I mean, I
so
think
what?
everybody knows my arguments for why he is retconned.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Right here, anyways.
Guys, I'll go
Anyone with
first.
brain can
Yeah,
tell
you
that
can. Yeah, I can
it's
fix
pretty
it.
much retconned. You feel
You
me?
gotta leave your camera in one position, bro.
Oh my tripod thingy is
It's fucked up. All right, hold
yeah.
on. I'll fix it.
Just today too. I love how today, this exact day, it chooses to do
Yeah, it's
this.
funny, huh?
Okay. All right, I fixed it. All right. All right, I got the timer, so it's 10 minutes, right?
Yep.
All
Okay,
right.
alright. Whoa, hold on. I realized something. When I'm streaming, I see those bars. How the hell I get rid of them? Hold on, be right back. Because I'm seeing them. When I'm streaming, I see them. What the hell? What's going on? Sorry, hold on a second. Because I don't get it. Hold on a second. Um, I don't want that though. Sorry, hold on a second. Because I'm seeing Cause I know that you guys have seen the yellow bars, like the little I should have to put full screen. Yeah, I realized that. Oh crap! Yeah, I realized that every time I put in full screen, you guys there's a yellow like yellow orange. You guys notice that? The little yellow orange it's a little background. Hold on a second. I think I know how to get rid of it. I just need to do something. Can't. Wait, come on. Okay, fuck the good then. Um, First, after border. Oh, I know what's going on. Thanks, thanks, Lando. I'm just trying to do something. I don't want any. What the fuck did I do? Shit, can't undo it? Alright, cancel. Okay, so okay, I know what to do now. I know what to do now. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. Then we're gonna edit, and then the wallpaper, fill, like that. There we go. I think I feel. I think I got it. Alrighty, let's try this out now. Let's see. Let's see what happens when I fill it up. I'm looking at my machine manager. Perfect. There we go. Okay, let's start now.
Still don't see it.
You can't see the timer? It's on the stream. It's on the stream. I'll tell you when. It's on the stream. All right, I'm about to start it in 3, 2,
We'll
1,
watch this little
go.
reaction. Let's put it back on creative mode.
Okay,
Alright
so
guys,
people
send your
say Aaron's
chats.
character fell off in the end because he used to be full of passion and conviction.
All I want you to know, it was full of passion and conviction.
He knew what he had to do for the Eldian people, and he was going to do it no matter the guilt he incurred on the people that he killed. People also question why he ended up leaving Eldia to fate in the end. Lastly, people question why he all of a sudden he ended up simping for Mikasa.
Okay, can you guys hear? I just want to make sure you guys are able to hear it. Can you guys hear it? Say yes, yes, thumbs up. I don't care. Like, say, let's make sure I'm on it. You guys hear it?
Obviously, that's in quotes. This is my response to that. To
Oh my
me,
god, what did he say?
people had killed. People also question why he ended up leaving Eldia to fate in the end. Lastly, people question why he all of a sudden he ended up simping for Mikasa. Obviously, that's in quotes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, there ain't no quotes for that, bro. There ain't no quotes for that. I'm gonna say that right now. There ain't no quotes for that. Just trying to send this out to the media. Um, can I send it to my story? No? Okay. So I'll copy it. Okay. Alright, let's continue.
This is my response to that. To me, it's very obvious Aaron always cared about his friends above all else, especially Mikasa and Armin. I say especially Mikasa and Armin because those are the only two people he mentions by name.
Hold on. Hold on, bro. This man has not even started yet, and his thing already fell. Yo, that's a premonition, bro. What's this thing called? Is it called like what's those things that like it's kind of like a symbol that something's gonna happen? Like a freaking let's just say it's a foreshadow.
when talking. This is my response to that. To me, it's very obvious Aaron always cared about his friends above all else,
That's true.
especially Mikasa and Armin. I say
That's
especially
true.
Mikasa and Armin because those are the only two people he mentions by name when talking to his father. He always wanted his friends to live long, happy lives. Again, especially Mikasa and Armin. Killing them would be totally opposed to his character. Sacrifice his friends for something else is not like him. Notice early in the story, he sacrificed himself for Armin, meaning to kill them for his goals would actually be a retcon of Aaron's character.
I want to say something right now. It was kind of either or. I mean, Armin like I'm a little
He
talking
even
now.
goes
Discuss
so
it.
far as to say that they are the most important people to him. This means that he prioritizes them over his countrymen. For him to choose Eldia or over his friends is completely inconsistent.
Okay, what do you mean? Okay, we choosing Eldia. Okay, here's the problem. Aaron was choosing Eldia over the rest of the world. That's the decision he had. Eldia automatically includes his friends, obviously, since his friends are born in Eldia. So him basically trying to separate Eldia from his friends makes no sense because think about it. He's protecting Eldia, therefore, and his friends are living in Eldia, therefore, he's protecting his friends. That's what he means by Eldia. He means by the whole island and its inhabitants, which includes his friends. So him saying that doesn't not make any sense. Why he's separating, um, how he's separating his friends from uh the island.
In regards to leaving Eldia to fate, well, not only is that a simplification, of course, Aaron destroyed industry, research facilities, all the ships in the world, all the warcraft in the world. He even says in 139 they'll lose their capacity to wage war. Alas, assuming there is some risk at play, Aaron in a bunch of instances puts his faith completely in Armin, most notably in
Which is a bad idea. You have to realize that Armin is a pretty bad idea to risk to pretty put his faith into. Armin, throughout the series, we know that talking does not work out. I remember there's one scene that he was trying to convince Berthold to stand down, and that didn't work at all. And then I remember he was trying to talk down Dad and Samuel. That didn't work out. He would have gotten killed if he didn't have the Titan powers. So you have to realize that talking does not solve everything, right? Talking words are empty unless you have action. Unless you have action and meaning behind those words, right? Like for example, you can say like "I'm sorry" a bunch of times, but it's not gonna change the fact that you did. Like for example, let's just say you killed someone, right? You killed someone and you apologize to the family. I'm sorry. Sorry is not gonna bring the kid. It's not gonna bring the guy back, right? Like, oh, you're trying to do a promise. Oh, I promise I'll do this. I promise I'll do that. But then you don't make up that. You don't make that promise. So then when you're trying to promise another time to the same person, they're not gonna believe you. It's an empty promise, right? So I get what you're trying to say, putting his faith in someone. But let's be honest, man. I'm gonna say right now, don't put your faith in people, unless it's obviously your family, your close family. But let's be honest, don't put your faith in people. And guess what? Aaron did put his faith in people. I remember in the beginning of the series, he put his faith in the Levi squad. Guess what happened? They died. So that kind of told him to believe more in himself. So
the Trost arc, where he puts his faith completely in Armin's discretion. Again, in chapter 86, he says that Armin will be the one to save.
by the way, he's reading from he's been he's prepared because he read this from look at his eyes. You can tell he's reading off of something. Saint Chief ain't got nothing on it. He ain't got nothing. He doesn't have anything. Saint Chief ain't. I guess that's kind of his fault for not preparing. But then again, it's a simple, goofy debate. It's not like anything serious. It's not like fucking UN over here.
Humanity. These ideals carry into 139 Aaron, therefore there's no deviation in behavior. As for the Mika,
Yeah, but therefore that's not development. Development, sometimes you gotta deviate from typical behavior to have some development. If you don't have, he's trying to say that basically Aaron never developed as a character, which I really disagree. I think that Aaron did develop as a character, but what he's trying to basically say is that Aaron never developed, and that basically that it never developed in this way.
situation. Well, to me, saying that Aaron never loved Mikasa because he didn't show much signs is just as foolish as saying that Grisha or Leonhardt didn't love their kids. These three men were distracted by something else.
Oh my goodness, let me say this right now. What? Oh goodness, bro. But they did show it though. Remember, because Zeke. I remember in the past, Grisha apologized to Zeke, and he apologized to Zeke to how bad of a father he was. They showed like Grisha did. It was on panels. It showed Grisha apologizing to Zeke, and showed Grisha telling Zeke to stop Aaron. Grisha did apologize to Zeke. Oh, what about you talking about Annie's dad? But guess what? When Annie became a warrior, Annie's dad said he was sorry, and all he cares about is her coming back. So they did show signs that they cared about each other. They did show signs. What he said makes no sense. It didn't make any sense because we did see that. Leonard said he was sorry that he pushed Annie that far into training, and then Grisha apologized to Zeke for putting that much pressure on him and being a bad parent and being a neglectful father. Even though Grisha apologized in the past or where the fuck whatever, I don't know how that fuck that was. Grisha did apologize. For Eren and Mikasa, there was no moment that they had a romantic relationship. And Isayama could have slipped it in any time, but he didn't. That's why it feels jarring because he didn't. There was no foreshadowing or any moments that they had.
Even so, there's reason to believe that Eren had strong, even romantic feelings for Mikasa. One of the clearest signs of an Attack on Titan character being romantically interested in someone is blushing. We see this with Falco, Gabby, Mikasa, and
Okay, that means Historia likes Eren. Cause you know why? When Eren compliments Historia on, I remember it was in the farm scene. Eren compliments Historia and says, "You're amazing," and she says, "Not at all," and she blushes. Does that mean Historia likes Eren? Mm, mm.
Annie, Armin, Hana, Franz, and even Eren. Chapter 6, he blushes when he gives Mikasa the scarf, and in the anime, it's even
He's a 10-year-old. I think he's 9 years old. A 9-year-old kid that doesn't have any friends. Mm.
more emphasized. Music comes to a crescendo, then stops. Eren is focused completely on Zeke, not on focused completely on Mikasa, not on Zeke, and only Mikasa's words break through. Warm. This is when he's going through the memories. He
Hmm.
also blushes at 108. Jump makes this clearer in the manga by having the panel of just the two of them blushing, presumably at each other. And then, of course, at the end of season 2,
Oh, okay, let me say that now. The whole guide, everyone was blushing. Nigga, Jean was blushing. Sasha was blushing. I think everyone on the cut was blushing.
Eren gets
So,
his will to fight for Mikasa. He feels defeated and worthless. Mikasa tells him all that he's done for her, and he makes a promise to her, something he's done with no other character. In fact, the ending quite clearly circles back to this by wrapping the scarf around her. Again,
which makes no sense. I didn't know Aaron can turn into a bird. I didn't fucking know that. You know, holy shit, Aaron can turn into a fucking bird. How that's a fucking miracle. What the fuck,
nothing is retconned. It's
bro? There's a lot of retcon. I want to see what Saint says, but I'm gonna say a lot was retconned.
alone. I mean, yeah, it is retconned. This isn't even the biggest issue with most ending haters. I feel like they really loathe the "no, I don't want that" scene. This is definitely not a retcon. Eren has always been selfish, like everyone who joined the Civic Corps for humanity. He did it
First of all, no, they didn't. First of all, let me give you the first example. Jean. When we first meet Jean, the reason why he became part in the military was to get into the interior and stay inside the walls. He's trying to say that everyone. Okay, let me repeat this shit. I don't want to repeat this shit, bro. He's
I mean,
stupid.
yeah, fans retconned. This isn't even the biggest issue with most ending haters. I feel like they really loathe the "no, I don't want that" scene. This is
Which is understandable.
definitely not a retcon. Aaron has always been selfish, unlike everyone who joined the Civic Corps for
Bro, everyone is selfish. Everyone that's serious is fucking selfish. Everyone. Let me repeat that shit again. Everyone is serious is selfish.
definitely not a retcon. Aaron has always been selfish, unlike everyone who joined the Civic Corps.
Bro, even Owen Smith, the freaking god in the AOT song, he's selfish too. Because the reason why he joined the Survey Corps was to basically to see if his father was right. Because his father knew about the outside world and knew about the actual history. So basically he went in the Survey Corps to prove his father's theory right, no matter what. Even if his comrades died. What about Jean, one of the main cast members, Jean? Why did he join the service? Why did he join the military? Was because he wanted to get into military police and live in the interior. That's pretty selfish. But everyone in this series is selfish in their own way. Sure, they may not be as selfish as other characters, but they are selfish in their own ways. So him saying that no one's selfish in the Civil War is pretty much bullshit. Because John, in the beginning, was selfish. He didn't want to join the Civil War. He wanted to join the military police to get inside the interior and live in there.
For humanity, he did it for his own personal vendetta and his own personal.
Just like John. I remember John didn't care about really much about humanity. He just cared about his own safety. He wanted to be in the military police to live in the interior. We're not gonna talk about that?
Sense of freedom. Not to mention he manipulated the entire Civic Corps into the Liberia raid. But that's not even my main point.
He didn't really manipulate them. They came out as but again. You can say he didn't really manipulate them in a way. Well, kind of, right? Because he knows that everyone knows that he's the founding titan, and knows that when if he dies, everyone on the island is fucked. So I'll give him that Aaron kind of manipulated them. But they didn't have to go. They didn't have to save Aaron. But I doubt Mikasa and Armin will let that shit slide. So yeah.
It's the whiny aspects people loathe. Lots of people forget Aaron tried to stay calm at first. Armin punched him as in demanding the truth, while he's under the duress of his memories and the war.
Look at him, bro. He's reading. I want to see the replay chat. He's reading. He's reading.
His whining is a selfish part of Aaron. Everyone
Hmm.
has one. He wants Mikasa to be with him, but he knows what's best for her. This is exactly what Carly did as well.
Bro, I'm gonna say this right now. Aaron had fucking 10 years to get a Mikasa. 10 fucking years. Because he saved her around 9 years old, right? Because he killed the kidnappers at 9 years old. Then obviously Mikasa came, delivered them. Aaron had almost a fucking decade to confess to Mikasa. But yet he does it now when he's about to fucking die. He had all this fucking time. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's pretty obvious to everyone who has a fucking brain in the fucking series, or anyone who actually watched the fucking show with their eyes open, knows that Mikasa likes Aaron. Even people in the fucking series knows that Mikasa likes Aaron. People in universe, in the characters in universe, know that Mikasa likes Aaron. And I'm pretty sure Aaron knew as well, but he didn't look at her that way. Even Isayama in the interviews when he's talking about I think it was I think it was like one of the I think it was back in chapter 50 when he wrote chapter 50. In an interview, he even says how Eren sees Mikasa. He sees her as a mother figure, or as a big sister in a type of way. Right? It was Isayama himself with that interview and his own statements made us think, okay, So now we know for a fact that Aaron likes her this way, right? And Ishan never fucking like and Ishan never did anything in this series to change that aspect. So you don't think, oh, maybe he likes it another way. We never got that. He never wrote that. That means that we have to think, we have to go off panel. That means you have to go head canon. We have to put head canon in to fill this in, which is bad writing. We shouldn't have to be guessing shit. Oh, we can't be safely assuming shit that's gonna happen. That happens in the series. That oh, we think that Aaron likes Mikasa. We never got that. What about all the times that Aaron almost dies? He never thinks about Mikasa like that. He never thinks about Mikasa. Think about all the times that Aaron could have died. Never thought about Mikasa. He never said, "Oh, shit, I wish I could tell Mikasa this." Never. There wasn't any of that in the dialogue. Even in his monologues, you don't really see him talking about Mikasa and simply focusing on it. So what he's saying, what Beluga is saying, it just doesn't make any sense. And if you have to use headcanon to make this all shit make sense, that's bad writing. Simple.
albeit not to the same extent. After Aaron and Mikasa and Armin left, she cried out. She said, "No, don't go," which is a very terrible thing to say. But that's because the selfish side of Carla crept out. She didn't want to die, and she wanted her kids to be with her in the end. But she did let them go away, and she did do what's best for them. Annie was also a stoic person as well throughout season one. She also had very poignant moments, like her laugh. In fact, at the end of the season one, she was ugly crying worse than Aaron, and then returned to her stoic self in the time skip. Like Aaron, her stoicism was
Uh, she was okay.
partly an act, but mostly real. People get impassioned, intense, and emotional moments, and most people understand this, which is why no one said that Annie's character was retconned. Aaron was simply having an emotional moment. It's also noteworthy to point out that he returns to his stoic self in 138. 139 happens in 131. Really not a 180. It's just a poignant gap in an otherwise stoic behavior, like all people have. To me, I see no massive change in his character. I just see a very real, very layered character. I'll concede the rest of my time.
Okay. Only will react to this shit.
All right, nice. Okay, so I got it. I agree with a lot of the stuff you said, but there's a lot of things that I vastly, very much disagree on. And I know I only got 10 minutes, but I don't mind because I want to ask you questions and I want you to respond to them, even though it's going to be my time.
Let's go. Let's go see.
Whoa. You didn't get to do that in the cross-ex, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. My fault. I forgot about that. All right.
Let's see. Let's see.
You rebuttal my opening statement in
my
your
nigga,
rebuttal.
just shut the fuck up and let
Okay,
Satan talk.
okay, I got you.
Let Satan talk, my
I've never
nigga.
done like actual formal debate before. Okay, so my opening statement is that Aaron was 100% retconned. He was completely changed from the beginning of the story to the end. So was Armin as well. They both were retconned in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
The reasoning being is that the reasoning for Aaron's retcon, I couldn't tell you retcons, but the reason why I say that he was retconned is because the Aaron that was presented to the reader pre-time skip is a completely different character than the Aaron that was presented post-time skip. You say that Aaron has always been selfish. I say that is not the case. I never once in the history of time believed that Aaron was selfish, as in he was thinking about what he was doing was for himself. What he was doing was for his people. Now, if you want to say he's selfish and just that he cares for himself and his people and the ones close to him, well, then I feel like that's selfish. And I don't know, but when as Aaron as an individual, Aaron never did things because it's gonna help Aaron. This. If I do this, I will make the world a better place for Aaron. Aaron never thought that way. He always thought we should be. Why is this taken away from us? Why are we not allowed?
That's true.
So I completely disregard that thing for Aaron being a selfish character. As far as the Eren and Mikasa romance, if you have a story that has well over 100 chapters and the only indication that you have for a romantic relationship is blushing, then the writer failed. Completely.
Ooh,
Because
facts.
there's multiple instances of
That
people
is
blushing
facts. That is facts, man. Okay,
in the
really?
show, and there's no indication of romance. So I'm sorry, that's not enough. The only way that could work is if it's a hidden type of romance. If it's supposed to be a plot twist romance, where the story, where the characters, where the audience don't see that the characters are in love with each other, there's enough breadcrumbs to see that it could lead to that. That will work. But if it's an open and shut, these guys are in love with each other, and you should have known it from the beginning, that blush is not enough. You need more than that. You need way more than that for it to be a believable romantic relationship.
That's
I believe
true.
that Mikasa loved Eren. I think we all believe that.
I think everyone with a fucking brain can know that my Mikasa like Aaron. Pretty sure everyone knows
But
that.
did Eren love Mikasa? We don't know. We have no examples, no indication of
I
Eren
want to see the
showing
chat. That's why.
a romantic interest
I know like a. I know there's like a. I know it's the old live stream, but I like to see the chat
in
sometimes.
Mikasa for the
This is one
entire
of the
series.
examples.
The closest thing you have is the scarf and the question of the scarf wrapping scene, which I can argue against, and then the question of what am I to you, which I can argue against. So those are the only two, and they have caveats. They aren't like open and shut cases. So for you to just say that Eren always loved Mikasa, it's just nonsense. It's just a decision that you've made with the story, and I could just as easily counter that decision. The only that ruins it for me is 139. Outside of 139, you have no proof of that, and neither do
That's
I. It could go
facts.
either way, right?
No proof.
And then the last thing I want to say is that Attack on Titan as a story I've noticed suffers from recency bias. You think about this show, it's a pretty short show compared to a lot of other anime. Like animes go on. I mean, not a lot, but major big three top animes. Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. They go on for hundreds and hundreds of chapters. Attack on Titan only has 139, but it still took 10 years. It still took 10 years to get it all said and done. And so throughout those 10 years, people pick up the story, they drop it, they get interested in something else, they come back, the anime comes back for a new season, and you have a thing called recency bias. Recency bias is where you look at the characters and the way they are acting right now, and you go, oh, yeah, this is how they've always been, because you don't remember how they used to be. But if you watch the entire series from start to finish, there is a stark difference between how Eren behaves and how Armin behaves. There is a stark difference between how the story treats the characters, their dialogue, their conversations, the way they think, the thought processes is nothing. Nothing feels the same post time skip as it does pre time skip, and a lot of that I originally attributed to the fact Eren was no longer the center of attention post time skip. But I think it's not just that. I think it's the writing itself just went in a completely different direction, and Isayama tried to tell a message that he didn't understand himself. And unfortunately, Eren as a character suffered because of that. And that's the only thing we're on today is Eren, but the whole story suffered because of that. Ooh. And that's it. I forfeit the rest of my time.
That is good.
Right.
That is good. That's a W. I know he wasn't as scripted and composed like Beluga is, but you have to realize too, bro. Like there's some things that you can't like you gotta tell a good message, you feel me? And I think Isayama tried his best, but it just wasn't good enough. So what he got?
You said bro ain't listening? He definitely listening. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm for sure listening. All right. You know the long way for this. All right. So, Mira, can you set the clock?
I got you. Wait, how long am I supposed to set the clock for?
Doing a rebuttal now to your opening statement. So 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Okay. I don't remember.
And then after everyone's favorite part, the 20-minute cross X.
Okay. All right. I never got to rebuttal your points though.
After my rebuttal, there'll be your rebuttal.
Okay. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, let's see his rebuttal.
All right.
Let's see his rebuttal. I want to hear it. Let me hear this shit.
You muted. good,
All
bro?
right.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I'm good. Just a little technical difficulty. Okay, so you said Aaron's never acted selfishly. I have to disagree with that because here's the thing. And
individually. I just want to say that.
yeah, it's very clear that Aaron was. I mean, think about it. When Levi asked him, why do you want to join the Story Corps? He didn't say anything about humanity. He didn't say, I want to free humanity. I want to do this for the sake of everyone else. He said none of that. He said because I want to kill all the Titans because he has a personal vendetta. Now I'm not saying that in of itself proves selfishness, but later on in the time skip, he just completely manipulates everyone into doing the Liberio raid. So I think that Aaron's not the most selfless character around. I think he's pretty much has a lot of parallels to Erwin, and that speaking of Aaron, that actually includes the. I'm very glad that you said this because you said it would only work if it was supposed to be a plot twist. I totally agree. I think it was supposed to be a plot twist for sure. I was surprised. I was not a big Aaron Mika guy at all. In fact, I thought that my friends were foolish for even believing in Aaron Mika before I finished the chapter. But I was wrong. And in my opinion, it was supposed to be a plot twist. And again, it's not just blushing. All right, we have. I'm excited to hear your response in the cross-ex, but we have the scarf thing. We have him thinking about her in his memories. We have again when he go not only in the memories of 130, but I'm talking about when he's in around 121, 122. Again, he's focusing on Mikasa and Mikasa's empathized, and in the 108, it's a breadcrumb. It's a breadcrumb for sure. It's not a smoking gun, but Isayama focuses on just Aaron and Mikasa. And the biggest thing about the scarf scene to me is that he gets his will to, as I said in my opening statement, to fight again from Mikasa. He feels completely worthless, and he starts laughing about it all, and we all yada yada yada. But in that one of the darkest moments, Mikasa is the one to bring him up. Kind of reminds you of what happened in chapter 6, right? One of the darkest moments in Mikasa's life. Who is there? Aaron. So I think there's definitely a lot of
It
breadcrumbs.
reminds me of another chapter two.
It's definitely not as obvious, but it's it's there. It's definitely there, and I definitely wouldn't say it's a breadcrumb. I care about Mikasa. There's definitely a lot that you could go back and see. Um, I think that's. Did I address all your points? Is there something? I'm supposed to counter all your points in this.
No, you didn't. It's okay. I didn't really. I just made like a broad statement, but I'll make points next time. I was confused. Sorry. I'll make points now if you're done.
Um, you can do that, or we can go into the cross-ex.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't know. You're the leader of this, bro. I'm not. I've never done a formal debate.
All right. How about you just say a couple? I'll
I done
rebuttal, and then we'll go to
I
the.
done a full debate before. Uh, yeah, I done one. It's Prius. I done a full rebuttal before. Eh, I done a full
To
rebuttal
the
before.
cross-ex.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna reset the time. Yeah. 7 minutes. All right. So here are my points. So here's a couple points. I don't want to give them all away. So we just go about what you just said a few seconds ago. So you just said Aaron regained his will to fight for Mikasa. So, in your opinion, that is a breadcrumb. You said that breadcrumb for a romantic relationship, right?
Yes.
Okay. Aaron also regained his will to fight from Historia. So that's
That,
also a breadcrumb for a romantic relationship, right?
that's facts. That's
Sure.
Okay.
facts.
So we admit that there was a breadcrumbs for both sides having both sides being romantic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would Isayama leave breadcrumbs for a completely different character to be the romantic interest if it was gonna be Mikasa in the end anyway?
That's
Why
facts.
did
I
he
don't
do
know.
that? Why did the anime remove the hooded figure from the barn sex scene if
I did not say that. Oh shit. How in the fuck is this debate, bro? Holy fucking god. Holy
It
shit.
didn't make sense anyway. If it was originally supposed to be that way, if it's just, it just makes perfect sense for a hooded figure to be standing there while Historia get banged. Why?
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Okay, this is how it works. For people who don't understand, many people thought that he was a timeline. Okay, people who thought that was gonna end this, people who thought that Aaron was his father, had basically said this. So basically, the hooded fig, Historia going to the bar and talk with the farmer, that was gonna happen after Historia and Aaron did their thing, right? So basically, by the time that um I'm like, by the way, Beluga's hair looks fucking shitty. Um, no, I'm not. Oh, no. I'm gonna edit that out. Fuck. Okay, what I was say is, what he's trying to say is, basically, people who believe that Aaron and his story were going to get together and have a child. Basically, the hooded figure was there. Basically, the timeline that hooded the Aaron and his story go to the farmer. That was happening after. So basically, by the time that Historia already went to the farmer, she in like the early stage of pregnancy already, right? And it makes sense, and it does make sense for Aaron to be there to kind of ensure that the farmer does agree to be the quote unquote father of the child. So that's why the scene was originally there, in my opinion. That's how I interpret it as. But now I don't know why it's there now. I have no clue why it's there now because his story wasn't really necessary for Aaron's plan whatsoever. Because Yolanda only had the wine plan already, so Zeke was gonna be safe either way. But many people always say, "Oh, but without if his story wasn't pregnant, then Zeke would have been eaten and all that." No, that wasn't gonna happen because obviously they're gonna need time to prepare to, for his story to eat Zeke, because obviously they want less casualties as possible. It's not gonna be literally as soon as Zeke steps on the island and his story to start eating people, start eating people. That's not gonna work. They want less casualties as possible. So the part what they're gonna do was to chain up Zeke and put a muzzle, I'm gonna say put a muzzle on his face so he doesn't scream or activate any titans or anything at all, right? That's why the wine plan was there for. The wine plan was there to prevent Zeke from being eaten. Because obviously, when Zeke was on the island, they had to prepare for Zeke getting eaten. I know it took him like 1 or 2 days, but that's still enough time for them to drink the wine and then you know then the whole thing could uh combobulate and shit like that. I can't spell combobulate. Don't tell me how to spell that. I'm gonna choose a little fucking word. But yeah, basically that's why the hooded scene was there. Now with the 139, it's that panel is obsolete. There's no point of that. So I want to see what Saint says about the question, how Beluga reacts to it. By the way, if you don't know, Saint Chief is guy on the right. He's the one that doesn't like the ending. Beluga's the guy on the left. He wants to like the ending. Okay, or the guy with the suit. That's Beluga.
Why did Historia even have a child? Why did Aaron agree to that if he knew that they would never be able to eat Zeke if his plan went through anyways? She would never get eaten by Zeke no matter what. He had complete control
Or vice versa.
over the military and everything that they were going to do. She would have never gotten eaten. And also, why are they working? Why are um, another thing is he also focused on Historia and Aaron in Uprising arc. It was just them. They had time to talk, all that. So these things there are breadcrumbs for both relationships. My thing is it makes sense to hide Historia because that would actually be a plot twist because Historia.
Yeah, exactly. And it would make sense to, and it actually makes sense for her being sidelined because the scene of her giving birth would actually mean something, right? And not only that, and not only that, her getting pregnant, it's obsolete. There's no reason for her to get pregnant, right? And obviously, the timing is so weird. What? She gets pregnant, obviously, she gets pregnant, and she gets birth during the rumbling. Why the timing is so similar to that? Like, obviously, it was somehow planned. Like, it was planned out. So I don't get why. I want to see what scene says. I want to see what scene says.
Having a child could have been plot significant. Aaron being
Yeah, because it couldn't plot significant because it gives more depth for Aaron. It gives him more of a reasoning why Aaron is doing it. Sure, and not only that, Beluga says, "Oh, Aaron's a selfish person," but that's what that will actually make sense for Aaron. The reason why. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh no, hold on, I'm scratching myself a little bit. No, yeah, it gives Aaron much more of a motivation to do it, right? And to top off of Beluga's point, it'll kind of make him selfish. It'll make him selfish as well. And not only that, it'll make him understandably selfish because now he has a child, and no way he'll like he's not gonna wait. He'll let his child, you know, he'll risk the life and the future of the child. That's his child. That's not gonna work like that. So it totally gives Aaron much more depth and much more reasoning for him to do the wrong way.
in love with Mikasa means nothing to the plot. It just means something to those two characters in particular.
That's true.
Aaron had years to tell Mikasa how he felt.
What did I say? What did I say? I told you he had years. He had almost a decade. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I'm not delusional. Like I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm seeing in the series. Holy
He
crap.
had years, not just a couple days, not just, he had multiple years to explain to the small
Almost a decade, by the way. Because Aaron met Mikasa when he was 9 years old. Therefore, he had like a decade, almost had a decade. So
how he felt about her. They could have been in a relationship. They could have had sex, maybe something. They could have consummated a relationship. They had plenty of time. He doesn't wait. He waits until the last possible moment. And in the last possible moment, he shows that he is so passionately infatuated with this woman that's the only thing that's on his mind when he's dying, when every other instance of his death in the story,
yes,
every
sir.
other instance of near
Yes,
death,
sir.
Aaron doesn't even mention Mikasa.
No, he does
Not for
not.
1 second.
He does
Are you
not.
telling me that's not a retcon? He didn't think about Historia because he didn't know her most of the time. But even after that, he didn't think about Historia. But he never thought of Mikasa, ever.
Ever. That
And
is
that's
fact.
those are some points you could go at. That's it. I got some more for you, but that's
That's
it.
a dub. That's honestly a dub.
Alright.
I literally said the exact same things early on in this
I'll
little
just
bit.
do half the 7 minutes then.
Okay, cool. Let's start it now.
Clock. Okay.
Told you.
So, I'm glad you brought up the Historia thing. As far as Historia, well, this is a kind of an embarrassing secret about me, but it's gonna have to come out now. I was actually an Aaron Heasu guy for sure.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt he was. I seriously doubt he was. I highly doubt he was. I don't know. I don't know him personally, but in my opinion, I think he capping. The way that he's defending Mikasa, Aaron like Mikasa this much, he's capping. He he didn't play devil's advocate. He capping.
Towards the end.
He capping.
So I'm definitely not saying there wasn't any breadcrumbs there. In regards to that, why Isayama chose to do such and such thing, not really relevant to the plot. Because I'd say if he liked Historia, that wouldn't be a retcon. If he liked Mikasa, that wouldn't be a retcon. There was breadcrumbs for both of them.
There's more breadcrumbs for Mikasa. There's more breadcrumbs for his story than Mikasa. If you look at the whole story, Aaron and Mikasa never had a one-on-one conversation at all, right? And if you look at and usually when they had a conversation, it's usually focusing on a mission. It's never like personal things, right? For Aaron and Historia, when they're in the cabin, they didn't really talk about the mission. They talk about basically Aaron's like, hey, I like this real you. This sure you may be more gloomy, but hey, that's the real you. That's the one. That's I starting to like you because hey, you're starting to be he started acting authentic. He started being genuine, right? Sure, that had like sure that they didn't talk about any missions or anything at all like that. But it just like it's just nice because they kind of get to know each other, right? And not only that, that's not the only conversations that they had by themselves. They also had a conversation when they were trying to when they were bringing things to the farm and just say, you know, what we're doing cannot be wrong, and they're looking at the children having fun, right? So it's just it's little moments like that that just brings out like makes more sense for Aaron and Sawyer to get together. If Aaron and Mikasa had moments like that, we were just dumb too, just talking about whatever, talking about just life in general, then yeah, it would make sense. But we never got that, so that's why most people lean on, hey, Aaron and Astoria, and it's kind of growing, huh? And if you look at it carefully, Aaron and Mikasa's relationship never developed, right? And that kind of meant something. That just Aaron and Mikasa wasn't meant to be, and they never developed as like a relationship. They're always like, yeah, Mikasa, I respect you as someone that's physically strong and will always be behind my back, and defend me. But I just don't like you that way. Simple as that.
And as far as the near death experience thing, the season 2 finale was definitely a near death experience, and he was absolutely thinking about Mikasa for sure.
Wait. When? Wait, did season two near death, was that the one? Because he had the one in season one. What? Which one? Which one was that? Was that in the cave? Was that in the cave that he had that near death experience?
He had no LDM gear, and he was completely left out there in the wild. It was all over for him. People were actually calling it plot armor because it was so bad before they knew about the coordinate thing. So he definitely did think about her in some
But she's right there. To be fair, she's right there.
Yeah, she is right there. What we mean is, yeah, that makes sense. She was right there. It makes sense to think about someone that's right in front of your fucking face. Ever heard of out of sight, out of mind? Hmm. Clearly, when really like never heard that saying, out of sight, out of mind. But that can go either way. But basically, like Mikasa was literally right there, so it kind of makes sense for him to care about her since she's literally right in front of his fucking face.
You made the claim. I'm not bringing that as my proof. You said that he never thinks about her, and I'm telling you,
Okay.
well, yeah, he did.
I apologize. Let me.
Ah, nice. He's really nitpicking. He's really nitpicking. Saint's words on you. He's really nitpicking that. So now he's at the point. Now he's trying to push Saint at the point that now he has to choose the the 100 precise words to say. And I get it. I get it. Right? Saint's not, and he literally said it. Saint's not. He's not, or he doesn't. He never done this before. So Beluga is using his experience to his advantage and trying to what does that mean? Is that what's it say? Not misrepresent, but kind of like uh devalue. Would I say devalue? Yeah, I could say devalue. You're trying to basically uh what's that freaking mean? Where's that word? I'm trying to find it. It's what's that mean? Where is that word? I'm trying to find the word. I'm trying to think about it. Is it his not reputation? It's whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Let me just rephrase real quick. He doesn't think about her unless he's right in his face. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. That's
Go ahead.
true.
Well, here's the other thing. Remember, he's on the ground thinking he's worthless. Who brings him that self worth? Like you said with Historia, it's Mikasa. He stands after Mikasa talks to him.
Yeah, he
It
done that
seems to
for
be.
Armin too. I guess they love each other.
That's true. That's true. Cause I remember Armin woke Aaron up when remember he was knocked out. Aaron was knocked out, and then Armin stabbed him with the blade. So yeah, I mean, I guess Armin and Aaron are a thing now.
Yeah, Armin's
I don't
another one for
know.
him too.
maybe not. But
What?
again, as I said, it's breadcrumbs. It's not a smoking gun. It's not like think about Grisha, for example. No one was really surprised when Grisha liked Zeke. To be fair, they are related, but it's the same concept. Just because Eren isn't showing it explicitly, mean he doesn't love her. There's definitely breadcrumbs there. There's definitely some stuff to go by, and I do think the blushing.
Can you just give us some evidence? Is there any other evidence besides the blushing? Because in that moment, everyone on the fucking cart was blushing. So that kind of diminishes what he's trying to fucking say. It basically diminishing his fucking arguments.
Thing is very relevant because again, it's definitely a sign of romance because Isayama's too shy to do anything else. Um, is that like everything?
I mean, I
Bro, you can tell him the name every. There's not that much breadcrumbs in this story to be fucking begin with. Let's be honest, man. Hmm.
I mean, okay. You go to the cross. So in the cross, can I ask you questions in between, or is it like we both talk? Because I know you
Debunk
better when
it!
I ask you questions, bro.
Debunk it!
Oh, for
I'm
sure,
not,
for
I'm
sure.
not
All
even
right.
out
For
into this shit,
20
and I'm
minutes,
going
you
through
ask
it.
me questions, I
Debunk
can
it,
ask you any
bitch.
questions.
Debunk it.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna do
Debunk
it right
it.
now.
Alright, so set the time for 20 minutes.
Okay.
We'll go on to
All right. 3, 2, 1, start.
20 minutes.
All right. So you go first, or me?
You asked
I'll
me
go
first.
first. Okay. All right. So, let's the first.
He's too shy, huh? He's not shy to fucking to put in tests. He's not shy to draw people getting eaten. He's not shy to draw intestines and people getting eaten and see intestines and all his blood gushing out. He's not shy to draw that. But he's shy to drawing two fucking characters kissing. That makes fucking sense. Yo, get out of my face
This
with that
question I
shit,
have for
man.
you. Name one instance of Aaron whining other than 139 for Mikasa.
Yep, let's hear it.
I can't name any.
Give me a fucking example. I want to hear this shit. Let me hear it.
I won.
I can't name any.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He won. He won that shit. He really meant he can't name any. Exactly. That's not developed. Holy fucking goodness, bro. That show that's not developed. He really said he can't name any.
I know because I won. That means I won.
Yeah, he won. He simply won. He can't name any. You can really name a bunch of breadcrumbs about Aaron in their story, but you can't do that for Aaron and Gossip because there's none. There's barely any to begin with.
That's a retcon.
That's not a
Simple.
retcon.
How's it
Just because he
not?
didn't whine, just because he didn't whine for her specifically does
No, I
not
said
mean
anything. Just any instance of whining. Any.
Any instance of whining. Um. So basically, okay, how do I say this? But in terms of scenes we're trying to say, whining means basically crying over stupid fucking reason, right? Like that's basically what he means. Like he's basically saying, he basically asking Beluga, give me a moment where everyone's crying for fucking stupid ass reason. Let's see what Beluga has to say respond to this shit.
I said for Mikasa.
No. I said when he did it for Mikasa. Let me rephrase again. Name one time of Aaron whining at all other than 139.
Wait at all. He whines in chapter. He whines in chapter 50. He whines.
No. Go into why it's whining. Explain the why.
Yeah, explain that shit. First of all, he wasn't whining. First of all, in chapter 50, his old friend, like Harness, right? Harness is like the family friend, right? Like, you know, he's like the old family friend. Everyone, the fam knows him. He died right in front of the fucking face. And Aaron has the Titan powers, but he couldn't activate them because he was still injured, right? He's still healing. So basically, so basically, him him whining. So you're saying that him whining, him crying about an old friend is a dumb reason? It's stupid for him to cry over a friend that his family, his parents knew for fucking years. Don't forget, he knew Harness ever since he was a kid, like ever since he was a baby, right? Harness is like he's like the family friend, he's like an uncle in a sort of way. He's like an uncle, and he dies right in front of their faces, And he knows he has the Titan powers, but he can't activate it because he's injured. He's still healing. He's crying over him, and that's understandable because he's basically like a family member, and he dies. And even though Aaron has his power, he couldn't prevent his death. That's a pretty good reason of crying. So here, what Blue is basically saying that him crying for Harness is stupid. Him crying for an old family friend is stupid. Pretty insensitive. Pretty insensitive.
What makes it a wine?
Let's hear it.
I wouldn't really classify I wouldn't really classify 139 as a what do you
That's a
mean?
wine. That's a wine.
A wine is crying.
A wine is when you want something.
Here, let's say it right now. This is the definition of whining. Let's see the definition of whining. A high pitch or complaining cry. Let's hear it. Whining. What does that mean? Okay, it's not gonna help me. Mm, yeah, complaining in a feeble or blunted way, basically meaning what the fuck is feel mean? Like crying in a weak or stupid way, right? I'm pretty sure yeah, it's a bad tempered way. It's basically crying like a little fucking. It's basically fucking acting like a fucking brat. That's kind of what it means. Aaron wants to be Mikasa. If he can't do it, so he starts crying like a little bitch. See, I don't mind I don't mind him crying, but 149 he should be crying that he's killing people. That he killed so much people. Not him again. Not him not getting Mikasa.
Thing when you want thing or when you want something that you can't have and you're crying about the fact that you can't have it. Like I want Mikasa,
Like,
but I can't have it. I want to
it's stupid. Like, wow.
be. I want this, but I can't have it. You're just it's all about what you want, and that's it. That's whining. Whining is there's no substance to it. There's no substance to
Exactly.
the complaint.
Exactly.
Things. Number one, he whined about not having his freedom a bunch of times. Number
Oh,
two,
that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
number two, that reason why he can't have it is because him himself is not letting him have it. It's not like an immature thing. He's just expressing his
It doesn't
emotions.
matter.
He himself, it's not. No, it doesn't matter because you're saying, oh, why? He's not like a petulant child just whining because he can't have candy.
That's
He
exactly what he's
himself,
doing.
no,
He knew he was gonna die. He knew he was gonna die before that.
True that. He didn't
he
know.
knew he was gonna die because he is. He
No.
has the candy jar. It's not.
Here's a problem, bro. I thought AOT was deterministic, huh? So funny how your community is so dismantled, it's so botched. So many defenders are saying, hey, and he's making a decision on his own. There's some people in the defense saying, oh no, it's deterministic. You see how really disorganized and how really dysfunctional the ending defending community is? For us, ending this like this, our reasonings are pretty much similar or if not the same. Pretty much the same or if not similar, where we all have our own issues, but our points are pretty much the same. We all have similar reasons why the ending was bad. But for you guys to defending how ending was good, oh no, it's deterministic. Oh no, Aaron wanted to do this. Like, come on, make a decision.
It's not a
Boy, bro,
childish thing.
that is pretty childish. Want to hear the let's hear the dialogue for 149. I hate going back. I hate going to 149. Oh, I hate going to 149, but I have to. I have to. I have to do it for you guys. I have to read it, bro. Oh my god, my eyes are hurting. I should really put some the nightlight on. But let's hear it, bro. Mm. I don't want to. I don't want that. I don't want her to find another guy. I don't want to have feelings. I want her to have feelings only. I want her to only have feelings for me. Even if I die, I want to hold her. Want her to hold me in her heart for a long time. Think about every single time he talks. I don't want that. I want. I want. I don't want. I don't want. I want. I want. Like it's wanting something. That's whining.
He's just throwing a
Whining.
temper tantrum on the floor because he can't have what he wants. He is just
That's pre. You want to go back to the dialogue? Let's go back to the dialogue. Let's go back to dialogue. I don't want that. I don't want her to find another guy. I want her to have to go for me. Even if I die, even after I die, I want. You see how every single one has wants in it? Yeah, yeah. Even Armin's like, yo, I don't know, you can say something so awkward, so blatant. He's basically saying, yo, it's pretty fucking pathetic of you, bro. That's pretty fucking pathetic. Let's go back to it, bro.
just wants to be with Mikasa. He can't be with Mikasa, and he himself is the one who is making that happen. It's not. It's no one else. He's in control of everything.
No, I thought Ymir's controlling him. Hmm? I thought it's a deterministic timeline. You see how these ending defenders will do anything to defend how the story played out, how the ending played out, how the ending makes completely sense. This is proving my point right here, bro.
So you can't name another instance of him whining because you're saying wanting to be free is whining. Being wanting to be a free from potential death from other people is whining. That's what
Okay,
you're saying.
yeah, is that
That's
what you're
whining.
saying?
So when a slave was like, "Mama, I don't want to be a slave,"
That's whining, huh? I want to be. I want. I don't want to be. I don't want to be freaking targeted by other people. That's whining. I mean, that's whining. Let's go back to 131. I want to go back to 131 because this is the something that this is people always say that anyone's whining, bro. Next chapter, right? Next chapter, motherfucker. Story, a motherfucker. Alrighty then, right? Oh my bro, why this freaking shit was so terrible? He's saying I know he's gonna go to 131. He did talk about 131. He's saying this is whining, right? He's saying him. Let's read the dialogue one more time, bro. Let's read the dialogue. Read the monologue here. Okay. I don't know how long it'll take, but someday all those people, I'll massacre them all. Before long, they'll all die. No, I'll kill them, right? Therefore, it's decided in the future too. Pretty unidentified way to survive, right? Anything and everything will be lost. Animals, people, yeah, houses, people, animals, lives, dreams. Then he sees a pregnant woman, right? Mom, what would she think? All the ones who must die, us Eldian people, just like how the King of the Walls chose the path of suicide? At the very least, the number between the island and the outside world that would die is a huge difference. Is that the truth that if the Eldian people were to completely be extinct, the problem with times would be gone? That boy, I saw in my future memory. I should probably help him. I'm not gonna read the dialogue. I'm just gonna read the Aaron's monologue. What am I thinking? Even though I'll kill that boy someday, how conceited. There are no limits. There are no limits to the violence I'll be committing from here on. There are no excuses for my pretend justice. The future doesn't seem like it can be changed. I was the same man, a piece of shit. No wrong. Worse than that. And he apologizes. He apologizes because he's gonna kill a bunch of people. He knows that this is an actual good reason to cry. Because he knows that he's gonna kill a bunch of people. And he knows that he knows that yeah, if my people die, hey, it's less people that will die. But he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want his friends, his people to die over something that happened so long ago. So for Beluga's counting this as whining. He's counting as Aaron crying about his people is going to, if he didn't do anything, people are going to die. He's crying. Beluga's saying this is whining. Him crying about the act he's going to commit, that's whining. Yo, man, I can't
No
listen
more
to
of that slave
I
was
can't hear you.
whining. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. That's basically what he's saying. He's not saying
Yeah,
that.
I can't hear you right now.
Yeah, of course. Of course, I can't hear you right now. I can't hear you right now. I mean,
You
okay,
can't
let me
hear
watch
me?
it again.
Yeah, they said you're cutting out. Is everything okay?
Unfortunate.
Hello?
So unfortunate. He made himself. He muted himself. He muted himself.
Hello? Are you muted? You're not muted?
He muted himself, bro. He muted himself because
Hello?
Okay, yeah.
the audio was pretty low,
I can
pretty
hear you
low.
now.
Okay. All right.
You
So,
repeat your.
yeah, I'll repeat what I said. So,
This
the
quote
whining
unquote
thing, right?
phone die. Yeah.
So, if a slave,
Let's. I'm gonna say right now. When you muted, right? When you muted, you can still hear the person that's talking. You just can't talk back to the person. So him saying that his microphone's not working, that's complete bullshit. You don't need a microphone to hear what Saint has to say.
if I was a slave, like an actual slave, like I was like I was in slavery, and I was whining to and I was I was complaining to my mom about how I didn't want to be a slave anymore. Is that whining?
Okay.
No.
Okay. So Aaron wanting to be free is not
Hold
whining.
on, that's my bad.
I don't think they make us. I think it was whining
Stop
either.
off.
So
Why
yeah.
not?
Stop off.
Because as I said, he's
Stop
just
off, dude.
expressing the sadness he
So I'm
has.
sorry.
No.
Okay. So Aaron wanting to be free is not whining.
I don't think they make us. I think it was whining either. So
Why
yeah.
not?
Tell me.
Because as I said, he's just expressing the sadness he has that he can't be with her.
That's
And again,
whining.
as I
If I
said,
express the sadness that I can't have a cake, that's whining.
That's facts, man. That's facts. That's facts, man. He's crying over something that doesn't fucking really matter that much, bro. That is definitely whining. Let's go back to the dialogue of 139. Everyone loves that fucking dialogue. I should fucking love it. Fuck, can't go back. Fuck, man. Everyone that dialogue, right? What's going on? I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? Hawaiians. What the fuck am I reading here? Let's go back. Let's go back. Wait. Let's go back. Let's go back. 149. 149. Let's go back. Let's read the beautiful dialogue that Baluch wants to defend. Oh, look at this. I don't want that. Don't want her to find another guy. I want to have feelings only for me. That's pretty much fucking whining. You're whining that she's gonna fucking move on from your ass. That's pretty much whining, dude.
I mean, not in this. I think you're simplifying the situation.
That's whining. What we got to define what whining is at this point.
Not.
That is the whole point. He's saying he's simplifying it. Yeah, just simplifying the fact that Aaron and Mikasa always had a thing for each other. It's called summarize it. It's called a summary, motherfucker.
Not whining because you can't have a cake, and whining because you're never gonna see your loved one again because of your own actions. I think those are different.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, he already knew the long time ago that he was going to die. He knew that he.
That's true. He didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know. He did know for a fact that he was going to die. Don't forget, he can't see anything past his death, or according to him, or whatever. According to him, he can't see anything past his death. That means he knew how he was going to die. He knew how he was going to die. So him whining about because of moving on, that's kind of stupid because you already know that the fact that she is going to move on from your ass.
he found out that he was going to die, he didn't whine for 1 second that he wouldn't be with Mikasa. He didn't give a fuck about that.
That's
so
true.
why all of a sudden does he care?
That's true.
Oh, good question. Exactly. He was being stoic beforehand, and then Armin punched him and started yelling at him to tell what's going on.
Oh my goodness, bro. Whoa. She could have. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, Armin punched him, so he saw it. So what? So what? Did Armin punch the emotions back in his fucking head or some shit? What the fuck is this shit? Is that what happened? Did Armin punch the memory? Did Armin punch the emotions back in his head? Damn, Armin punches are fucking strong.
On.
So you're saying Armin punch is what made Eren be honest. He wasn't honest before.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, of course,
Armin punch.
Look back at the chapter. He gives a proper answer. He just expresses what he actually internally feels inside. If you don't, okay, I'll say that for cross X. Actually, I can say now.
This is the cross
X. If you want cake, right? And someone says you can't have cake, and you internally want the cake. You feel like, oh, okay, I want to have this. But what you project to the world is, okay, fine, right? Armin was demanding the truth about how Eren actually felt about it, and that's how he actually felt about it. You can put on a face, and Eren did put on a face, even in 139. But the truth for Armin and for the story, we needed to know what was going inside of his mind.
What you did not get, we didn't get it.
But Armin wasn't even prying for that information.
True that.
Armin, the reason why Eren said that is because Armin brought her up being with another man.
That's true.
That's why that happened. It wasn't because of the punch.
And when he brought it up, he just said, "Yeah, bring me the book." When he brought it up, he just said, "Who knows?
Maybe she'll be with another man."
Oh my goodness! Let's be 149 again. Let's be 49 again. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I'm gonna read it to you. Look at this shit. 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 Let's go on 49 together, guys. Do you think that she could forget you, live happily with someone else, just as you wished? I don't know. Don't give me that nonsense. I'm gonna forgive you what you just said. How do you feel about turning down Mikasa's feelings for you? You think you could simply say forget about me to Mikasa, the person who put a life on line just for you? At the very least, Mikasa ought to forget about a heartbreaker like you and find happiness elsewhere. If she did that oddly enough, I get the feeling that she easily finds someone nice and live happily. Come on. Clearly Armin is bringing that fucking up. Armin brought it up. So what do you think about what? About Mikasa? What Beluga saying? Let's go back. What's the saying?
That's why that happened. It wasn't because of the punch. That information. Armin, the reason why Eren said that is because Armin brought her up being with another man.
He did.
That's why that happened.
He did.
It wasn't because of the punch.
Read 149 again.
When he brought it
up, to do with it.
Look. He's saying what? He's saying nope. Look at this shit.
To tell
this. What do you think?
What's going on?
About what? About
so
Mikasa.
You're saying Armin punch.
Armin brought it up.
Is what made Eren
look what he's saying.
be
and not that, only be more of a fucking asshole. Cause look, he's even saying, oh, maybe she will find. Armin really pressuring Eren into talking about Mikasa. Look how much panels he does. So look, 1, 2. There's a punch. 3. Right? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This man spent Isayama wrote 6. And look at this. So what do you think about what? About Mikasa? Then Armin spends 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In Eren they talk about Armin. Literally, Armin brings it up. Armin's the one that brought it up. Then he starts to pressuring Eren, saying, hey, maybe she'll live happy with someone else. It was Armin who brought it up. So clearly, even if he came fucking prepared, It's still stupid as fuck. He came prepared. He didn't know about 139. Oh my goodness, bro. Read it
Honest.
again.
He wasn't honest before.
It
That's what you're
was.
Well, of course
saying?
he wasn't honest. Look back at the chapter. He gives a proper.
Talk
Yeah,
shit. He didn't even think.
my nigga. Look back at the chapter. Armin brings it up.
This fucking weirdo would do that shit. Even Armin was surprised by it. His best friend he known his whole life, he was surprised. Like, what the fuck? That shit's
I was surprised
weird.
too.
Yeah, everyone was, because it's out of character.
That's right. It's out of character. Even Armin's like, yo, I didn't know he could say something so awkward like that. Even Armin is seeing it. Come on, man. And Armin's used to saying weird shit like that. It just makes everyone look at him like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, Armin said shit like that before. So, if Armin's even saying that shit, then you gotta know that what you're saying is it's really fucking off.
He's never
It's
acted like that.
Acted like in what way? What do you mean?
He's never whined about something that was so insignificant, a relationship with Mikasa. He said out his own mouth, I'm dying in 4 years anyways, it doesn't matter. And now he's crying because he can't be with her?
Exactly.
Yes, he loves her and he's going to never see her again. Of course he'd be sad about that.
But he didn't care all these other times.
Facts!
So now.
Facts!
As I said beforehand, he was being somewhat mature. He's putting on a face. And again, he put on a face.
He put on a face inside the Titan's stomach when he was dying.
Yeah.
He put on a face, man. When he had his arm to the air, when half his arm was ripped off, and he had no idea. In his mind, he was dead. He was psychologically telling himself that he was going to live. If it wasn't for the Titan serum, which he didn't know existed, he'd be dead. And that moment, he did not mention Mikasa.
Facts! Get the fucking facts preach, my nigga. My niggas start preaching, bro.
At all. That's not a face. He doesn't care about her in that way. She is not the forefront of his mind. The forefront of his mind is his goals of freedom. That's the forefront, not Mikasa. He's proven that time and time again. And until 139, now it's different.
I completely agree with you.
What do you mean? That's a retcon, bro.
It's not a retcon. He is never gonna.
It may not be a retcon, but it's bad writing. Retcon or bad, it's bad writing either way. You have to have a structure, right? Before you come, you have to have a structure. You have to have something before. You have to have some seeds planted before you come to that conclusion. If it's something that comes out of nowhere, then that's bad writing. Simple as that.
See her again.
He was never going to see her again when he was inside the Titan's stomach.
Exactly.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that after all those years, the relationship matured. Obviously, he got more infatuated with her as it went along. And
the relationship never changed. It never matured at all.
When?
Yeah, give me one.
Okay, well,
you said that the scarf represents it. He gave her the scarf when they were kids.
Yeah.
He was a different person when he was 15 than when he was 19.
So the scarf didn't mean anything when he gave it to her when he was a kid.
Yeah.
No, it did mean something. I'm saying he's different.
So therefore he's always no. I mean romantically.
Yeah, did it mean something?
Romantically what?
Did the scarf mean something romantically when he gave it to her as a kid?
The first time.
So yes.
Yes. Okay. So therefore he has a romantic relationship with Mikasa in his mind as a kid, and it's been years since then. And even inside the Titan stomach, he didn't think about her one goddamn time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Explain that.
Yeah, explain that.
As I said, he's consumed with his goals. I agree. I completely agree with that.
Which means he got retconned, bro. He wasn't consumed with his goals anymore. He was talking about Mikasa, not his goals. He got retconned.
Exactly.
It's not a retcon. He's allowed to be sad that he's never gonna see her again.
Come on, bro. Admit that that's a retcon. How could he never have been sad ever in any instance of the story, but now all of a sudden he is, and it's not a retcon? What's a retcon then?
Yeah.
What's retcon? If all of a sudden he I mean I can't. If
Give me a
so
fucking
what would be a
example.
retcon?
Give me a fucking example. I want to hear it. Let's hear the
If
example.
he chose a 50-year plan all of a sudden, like,
I mean, he damn near did.
He did.
What
He
about
damn near
when
did.
he said? What about what he said? A fucking Code Geass ending would be stupid, and then he did that. What about that? Is that a retcon?
I don't. In my opinion, he didn't do a Code Geass ending
He
specifically
basically
because
did.
He did.
I mean,
He
not
basically
really.
did. I mean,
He basically
what's the
did.
difference between his ending and the Code Geass ending?
Yeah, what happened? What's the
Code
difference?
Geass ending.
Well, Lelouch didn't kill people, so that's the difference.
He
Yeah,
did kill people.
but
Okay, Lelouch did kill
They
people.
won't be able to wage war. That was the. He
they
didn't
could
say, oh, you guys.
they could definitely wage war.
I mean,
Yeah.
not according to him. He says they won't be able to wage war.
Yeah, but that's the
Well, wouldn't he
point.
be an idiot to think that?
Yeah.
You're saying he thought the Lelouch plan was stupid,
Yeah, and then he
and
did it.
he did
He
not
did.
do it. The
He
reason
did.
why that they're not gonna fight is because he killed them. That's his reason.
They're still alive though. He
They're
left
still-
them
yeah.
alive. If he killed them
That-
all,
that-
then it wouldn't be a Lelouch plan. But he kept 20% alive, so they will do it.
Yeah.
That would
exactly.
just be his ignorance. When Armin asked him about it, he
That's
said
the
they.
Code Geass plan, bro.
Yeah. It's
When
okay,
Armin
that's
asked him
fine.
about the safety of parity, he said they won't be able to wage war anymore. He didn't say, "Oh, you guys are gonna get along because of a common enemy." He said they won't be able to wage war anymore.
Okay, let me quote it for you here. In 139, Armin said, "Did you do this?" I'm paraphrasing. Did you do this? Did you do all this to set us up so the world was as heroes? Was that your plan? Armin says, "Yes, that's right."
You turn that back on.
His children? What the fuck? What the fuck on this shit? Ah, look at that. The good contrast.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Okay.
But yeah, Aaron said, "Yes, that's right." So Aaron in
Yeah.
the source material 139 said that he did.
Saints arguing so fast with the lights that his lights go off.
His plan.
No, he doesn't. And then look what he says. Look what Armin says. So you want us to be like the Tiber family after the Great Titan War. We're supposed to protect parity from the reprisal from humanity outside world. And then he says they won't be able to retaliate immediately. He doesn't say you guys are all.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. You said, I love you fucking contradict yourself. You said, listen to what Beluga said. That's what you fucking said before. We're going back. We're going fucking back.
War anymore. He didn't say his ignorance. When Armin asked him about it,
But
he
that's
said
the Code Geass plan, bro.
No, when Armin asked him about the safety of parity, he said they won't be able to wage war anymore.
You won't able to wage war anymore. That's what he first said. That's what he said the first time. Now he's saying immediately.
Look what he says. Look what Armin says. So you want us to be like the Tiber family after the Great Titan War. We're supposed to protect parity from the reprisal from humanity outside world. And then he says they won't be able to retaliate immediately. He doesn't say you guys are all.
Yeah, immediately. You said anymore. You said anymore. Immediately. Keyword. Immediately. You said anymore. And you're the guy for all the papers and all that shit. You can't remember all the fuck. You can't remember all the fucking dialogue. Come on, man. I'm pretty sure saying he didn't have a fucking manga chapter. He didn't have one. He didn't have the physical copy.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
it's not
They
the
wouldn't be
code.
able to.
His plan, his detection of parity was
Do
not.
you know what the Code Geass plan is?
Yeah,
It was a while ago.
Let me tell you what the Code Geass plan is, because we don't even have to say Code Geass. What he said, what was said in Attack on Titan source material was, Pixis said, "How do you feel if that there was a common enemy that the world had to unite against that common enemy? Do you think people would set aside their differences to go and vote versus that common enemy? Do you think people would set aside their differences?" Aaron said that shit sounds stupid than a bitch. In my opinion, that sounds dumb as fuck. So either
he said that sounds stupid there.
but why the fuck would he lie there? So I'll just cross that out. So he's telling the truth. He think that shit's stupid than a bitch, right? Then he did that.
He did the exact same thing. He did that.
How is that not a retcon, bro?
He did that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He did the thing that you literally said was stupid. He did the exact same thing.
Get out of here!
Love this dude. I love this dude.
Oh, my baby brother's here. Dude,
It's
bring
all
him
good, bro.
upstairs. What is
Little
he
brother.
doing down here? How did he even
Yeah.
slip? Okay, listen.
Little brother, come in,
No.
clutch.
His plan was to do the rumbling. He ideally wanted the rumbling. The reason why it's not, and again, the reason why it's not chaos is because he said that he'd finish the rumbling. Would Lelouch or
But he didn't. It doesn't matter what he would or wouldn't. He didn't.
he didn't because he got stopped by his friends, not because he wanted to.
So you're under the belief that Aaron didn't get stopped intentionally?
I'm not under that belief.
Oh, so he did get stopped intentionally.
Yeah. But his
So
plan.
then he did the
But
code
he
Geass,
wanted to do the rumbling.
but not completed.
Just because it wants to be stopped doesn't mean
Yo, he's done. He's done. He's done. He's done. He's done. He's done. It's raps. It's raps. It's raps.
Did it get stopped intentionally?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm not under that belief.
Oh, so he did get stopped intentionally.
Yeah, but
Over. It's over. It's over. He's saying he wants to do the rumbling. He wants to kill. He wants to do the rumbling, and he got stopped intentionally. Let's hear one more time. Hear what he has to say.
So you're under the belief that Aaron didn't get stopped intentionally?
he said that he'd finish the rumbling. Would Lelouch or
it doesn't matter what he would or wouldn't. He didn't.
He didn't do it
because he got stopped by his friends, not because he wanted to.
So you're under the belief that Aaron didn't get stopped intentionally?
What?
I'm not under that belief.
Oh, so he did get stopped intentionally.
Yeah, but his
So
plan.
then he did the code Geass,
That's cool.
to do the rumbling.
but not completed.
Yeah, that's the code Geass ending.
Just because it wants to be stopped doesn't mean that he wants to be stopped at any particular point.
He wanted to be stopped before completion, so that his friends could be seen as heroes, which he said was his plan.
No, I don't subscribe to that.
But that's what he said. So he lied.
When he figured out that 80% is going to happen, because he says you will kill 80%. That's what he said.
Yeah, it will kill
80%. Heroes. That was my plan.
Yeah, after he knew he was going to get stopped at 80%.
Bro, it's either he wanted to get stopped at 80% or he didn't.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, my bad. Not at 80. Either he wanted to get stopped or he didn't want to get stopped, because he had all the power. He could have stopped them from stopping him. We both know that. But
exactly.
He chose not to. Why?
Exactly.
I don't think he chose 80%, and he said
maybe not the number, but he definitely chose to be stopped before he killed them all.
Exactly.
That's not the Lelouch plan. He said he would have rumbled. And again, his plan doesn't hinge on them being heroes. He says they'll lose their capacity to wage war. Not we'll all be lovey-dovey. He says they'll lose their.
That's not my point. My point is that he planned for them to be seen as heroes attacking a common threat. He planned it.
He did plan that shit. That's a good one. That's a good one. I want to hear this shit.
For the people of the other side to choose to side with them because they had a common threat. That's Aaron's plan.
That was Aaron's plan. That was Aaron's
common threat.
He was.
Listen, he wanted to make them heroes, but that was not his plan to save parity. His plan to save parity was what he said. They lost their capacity to wage war.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that he said that plan was. I'm saying that he said that plan was stupid to Pixis, and he still did it.
No, what he did was he destroyed their capacity to wage war. At least in his opinion.
Why do you keep going to that? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his.
No, that he said he loses in the chapter. You won't be able to wage war immediately. You want to make sure that no one has the capacity to make war. Do the 100%. Simple as that.
To make them heroes. Aaron, from the original, he would have said, "There's no way that these people will ever see them as heroes. That's dumb." That's what he would have said. But now on 139, he's saying, "I hope they see you as heroes." Retcon.
It's not a retcon. He wants them to be seen as heroes, but again, his plan to protect parity was
Okay. Oh my goodness. Listen, bro. You can't have two plans that contradict each other. Is it he wants to do the rumbling? He wants to make his friends seem as heroes. And no, now he's saying he doesn't want to put the outside to the wage war. Who starts wars? People start wars. How do you get rid of wars? Kill people. Like, oh my
The
goodness,
only
bro,
Those
this
way
man
it
who
could
had
not.
no brain in there,
wage
bro.
war.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. The only way it could not be a retcon is if throughout the story of Attack on Titan, Eren learned that it's possible for people to unite to attack a common foe. He
Hmm.
never learned that.
You ever
So
learned that?
therefore he has no reason to change his mind on that idea. So it
Hmm.
He
came
didn't
out
change
of
his mind.
thin air. He did because he did.
He
Listen,
did.
Why not just
and
kill all 100%?
Exactly.
because
If there's no people, there's no war. Like,
he,
makes no
he didn't want
sense.
to kill his friends, because that would
He
have
didn't have
involved
to
killing.
kill his friends. No, it didn't. He could have
He,
stopped them. He
And
could have did it
and
without killing them.
she could have stopped him way
and
before.
hold on a sec.
That's so stupid,
You
bro.
good, bro?
That's so stupid. You want to make
Telling you,
sure
man.
that the Alpha has no capacity to fight
Telling you,
the battle
man.
war.
It's
Then
objectively
just
bad.
kill
It's
people.
objectively poorly written, bro. You can't.
Like
You just
just
can't.
kill people.
You just
Because
can't
people
argue
start
against it, man.
wars. Therefore, in order to get rid of the war, you have to kill the people.
Should have defined the term retcon.
Stupid.
Yeah,
I want to
probably.
find
I just feel
stupid.
like everybody knows what a fucking retcon is. Like I don't have to define a term that's like so cut and dry. Like character was like this at the beginning, and now they're not like this no more. Out of nowhere, it wasn't a character development. It just happened out of thin air.
Okay, I'm back.
Go ahead.
But yeah.
He learned that the Lelouch plan could work due to Willie Tiber. Did he? Where? How does Willie Tiber teach him that? Retcon equal writing contradiction. Yeah, or plot hole. Usually, I think retcon is basically just like a plot hole, but as a character, pretty much. It's a character hole, pretty much. You only argue against guys who can't argue, keep changing the subject and leading him around, and he lets himself go. He can argue. What are you talking about? It's just not. It's not defendable. It's just. He has an argument that's indefensible. Like I could never, even though how good I am at arguing, if you ask me to play devil's advocate for the ending of Attack on Titan, I could never do it. There's just nothing you could say. It's poorly written. Like I can't make up, I can't make math, like I can't make magic happen, bro. Like it is what it is. Donation higher than your wage. Oh yeah, sorry for the. I saw you guys donating, but I can't really. So the thing is, I can't alt tab while I'm streaming Discord because if I alt tab while I'm streaming Discord, it like makes his shit freeze. You know, and I don't want to do that. So I have to stay on the Discord window, so I can't read anything really. I can only read like a little bit of the chat because I got all these windows. It's crazy. Streaming Discord sucks. But I do appreciate y'all for the donations. Thank you guys very much. Looking more and more blonde by the day. Shut up. Willie showed him that it couldn't work. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Willie showed him that it couldn't work. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. If he had have said that Eren had like, that's why I left it there because I wanted to see if he had said like, no, he didn't learn it. I'd have been like, bro, if anything, he learned the fucking opposite. Like, hell no, these motherfuckers is not about to work together under any circumstance. Even the
Hello.
yeah, we hear you, but your camera's not on. Even the Eldians from the other side of the ocean, they was willing to kill. They didn't even want to unite with them. Like, I was like, man, fuck them Eldians. Fuck those Paradisians. Kill them. We're the good guys. We like y'all. But fuck them. Bro,
All right.
no way, bro. Open up.
All right, where were we?
You got a beeping noise going on.
A beeping noise.
Is that me? It's gotta be you. Hold on. Let me beep you.
I just.
Oh, it is me. What the fuck? Where's that beeping
Oh,
coming
it's
from?
called a timer.
Oh, the timer. Why the fuck did the timer have a beep on a fucking Google search? I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know it had a beep. I thought it just goes to zero. My bad. Fuck. It's not that deep.
forgot how long the. Does anyone know how much we have before I got interrupted?
Nah, it probably was like 4 minutes or something like that. Maybe
That was something
less.
fun.
Maybe less. All right, I said it's about. Hold on.
The student is suit for
let
his
me fix your
arguments.
camera again. Hold on.
Okay, that was pretty hilarious.
What was the camera thing? I mean the beeping thing.
He said this dude is in a suit for his argument's funeral. Touche.
Bro, it's nothing, bro. It's nothing you can do, bro. Like you can't defend this. There's things you can defend, but this you can't. Aaron was retconned in so many different ways.
Let's
It's
just
just.
continue with the argument. Okay, listen.
All right. Hold on. I'm about to put the timer.
Can you bring me volume
I'm about to put the
3?
timer. Hold on. I'm about to timer.
Volume 4. Oh, I'm just getting my book.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, listen. I believe you asked me about the Lelouch thing about it being rosy. Listen, he
Yes.
did not. His plan
Yes. Let's hear it.
for Eldia
Yes. Let's hear it.
was not
Yeah.
to make the world all come together into peace and harmony because he
So why
made
didn't
the
he kill them all?
heroes.
Yeah. Why?
Huh?
Then why didn't he kill them all?
Why
He
didn't
got
he?
stopped. He wanted to be stopped. What he said.
He said it. He said it. He said it. He proved Saint's points. Saint literally said, yo, he wanted to be stopped. He said no, but then he says it. He wants to be stopped. Prove Saint's point right there. Saint already won this one. W on him.
And what he said was,
Hold on, bro.
lost.
We gotta establish some things here, okay? We gotta establish the way you think of the story. Did Aaron want to be stopped? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, I would say yes.
So Aaron wanted to be stopped. So why did he not kill them all?
Why didn't
What do you
he?
mean?
Was him being stopped out of his control? Did he control the stopping? Did he choose to be stopped, or did he handicap himself, or was he stopped out of his control? Like he couldn't. They just were so good he couldn't stop them. Which one was it?
It's because Zeke got killed.
So
What?
So the rumbling stopped.
No.
Well-
Doesn't make any sense either. I'm pretty sure the rumbling still continued even if Zeke died.
I mean, my that's not my question, bro. My question is, did Aaron
Himself.
want?
Or did he
Did he
want to do?
actively try to his best ability to do a 100%, or did he want to stop? He want them to kill him before he was able to do 100%.
I think it's that he was conflicted. I don't think he was going fully for 100%, but we do know he wanted 100%.
Okay, but okay, what did he do?
What did he do?
What did he do? What was his choice in this? I don't care what he wanted. What did he choose? Did he choose to go for 100%, or did he choose to handicap himself so they would stop him before 100%?
Exactly. What did he choose?
I mean, I'm gonna say he definitely handicapped himself by leaving him around.
Exactly.
Yes, I would say he handicapped himself.
Other than that, did he handicap himself?
I mean, there might be. I don't really see an instance where he handicapped himself, but I mean, maybe there is one.
Well, I'm asking you, like, you defended the ending, and you don't even know what he did. You don't even know what your main character did in the climax. You defended the ending. How is it well written you don't know what he did?
Exactly.
Well, no, I do know he's conflicted.
Okay, I'm asking
and
you.
Yeah,
asking me what?
What did he do?
What do you mean? What did he do?
Did he decide to be stopped, or did he decide to continue but got stopped and it was out of his control?
I would say that
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
it was somewhat
Take your time, pal. Take your time.
out of his control.
It's okay.
So it's out of his control.
Kind of, because he left his friends around, but that was in his control.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're saying other than the fact that he didn't take away their freedom to fight him, that is why he is out of his control. If he had have done that, then it would have all been in his control. But because he did that, everything else after that, aside from that, was out of his control.
He already lost.
But he could have stopped it there. Is that
He
what you're
already
saying?
lost.
Is it again?
Okay. Yeah, I kind of worded it badly. Let me say it again. Other than the fact that he allowed them to fight him, other than the fact that he didn't take their Titan powers away, other than that, was everything else outside of his control?
Yeah, was it?
Or in his control? Which one?
I would say a lot of things were in its control. Yes, I think. Yeah.
So even outside of the fact that he took away their Titan powers, a lot of things were in his control.
Yeah.
Okay, we agree on that. So the fact that things were in his control means that the result that happens was what he chose because it was in his control.
Yes.
So if
Okay.
he chose for his friends to kill him before the rumbling completed, then he chose the Code Geass plan that he said was stupid at the beginning of the story, which is a retcon.
Okay.
He did
Two
say that.
problems with that. Number one, I don't believe that he chose to get stopped at 80%. Number one. Number
You
two,
just said it.
no, I said
He
80,
just said
specifically
it.
80%.
Okay, it doesn't
Number
matter the number. The percentage number doesn't matter. He people still alive that can
yeah,
that can side with them, that can potentially side with the island aliens. It doesn't matter the number. The fact that he left those people alive means that he chose Code Geass plan.
That is.
no, absolutely not. Because
It
he
doesn't
again
matter. Oh my
in
god. It doesn't matter how many people that died. The fact that there's people alive, he still did the ending, no matter how much people alive outside the world, bro. The percentage does not matter. The fact that there's a people alive outside the island means that he did decode Geass ending.
the
God,
I
bro. It
believe it's
doesn't
chapter
matter
10
how
you're
many people he
referring to.
killed.
He is not doing that. He's not uniting the world under the power of friendship. He's uniting the world under bigger army diplomacy. He says they lose their capacity to wage war. It is not the Lelouch ending. It's or
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Aaron says they won't be able to retaliate immediately. What do you think is gonna happen between the time that the next one's gonna happen, between the time that the rumbling finished and the next one's gonna happen? Obviously, you're gonna try to settle for peace. Duh.
the whatever he described in chapter 10. He wanted to make his friends heroes. He wants to be stopped. Yes, all that is true. However, he did not base his plan of peace on friendship and love. He based it on they lost their capacity to wage war. In fact,
Temporarily.
Then again, yeah, temporarily, because he said they won't be able to retaliate immediately. Keyword immediately.
it appears like Armin.
Temporarily.
It looks like he even
Temporarily.
rebutted what Armin
You
is
forget.
saying.
You keep keeping that part out.
That's
Temporarily.
Temporarily.
That's Armin's. That's Aaron's thing. Look what Armin says. Look what Armin says. He says they wanted to be like the Tiber family, right? And then he says
Dual.
they'll rumble and kill 80% of humanity. They'll lose their capacity to wage war. He didn't say
Immediately. Stop skipping the sentences that they.
yeah.
Stop
Read all the
skipping it.
words.
Stop skipping it. Because guess what? He literally read it before. He says they wouldn't be able to retaliate. Let's read the. Let's read the chapter 149 right here. Right? Where is it? 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 What the hell is it? Uh, it's probably in the book. Cause I'm not seeing it. I know it. I know exactly what he's talking about. Oh wait, probably up here. See, that's I'm stupid as fuck. Uh, it's up here. It's up here for sure. It had to be. Look, right here. Look here. But I thought you wanted to protect Parody from Island from humanity, just like the Title family did after the Great Titan War. They won't be able to take the revenge anytime soon. Meaning it's going to happen, but not anytime soon. Not in the near future.
Yeah.
Like stupid
Immediately, my
motherfucker.
boy. They can't do it
Imme-
right away, which gives you
Yeah.
time. Which gives you time to build an army, so you have a chance to fight back if they decide to fight you. But if they don't, because they want to be your friends, then cool. Code Geass ending.
Code Geass
But if I
ending.
had killed all these motherfuckers,
Because what Aaron is doing is giving Armin the opportunity for peace talks. Therefore, that is the Code Geass ending.
there wouldn't be no need for a Code Geass ending. There wouldn't be no need to wait because we know they can't kill you because they're dead.
Exactly. Good job, my friend.
What do you mean, bro?
Good job,
Listen,
bro.
he's again. He's not uniting the world under friendship. He's saying
He's
they'll
trying to.
He's giving them a chance to.
He's
no,
attempting to.
no, he's not. He never said that. Okay,
Bro, he did say that. He
no,
said
he
it in
didn't.
139. He said it in 139.
No, he said he wanted them to be heroes, and he said he wanted them to be respected. And then he says that the Roman was going to kill 80% of humanity.
Heroes and respected.
Yeah, that wasn't his plan for world peace. His plan for
That's
world
Code
peace.
That's Code Geass.
No,
That's Code
his plan
Geass.
for world peace was what he said to Armin, is that the Roman will kill 80% of humanity and they'll lose their capacity to wage war. That's his plan. His plan wasn't the power of friendship, love, and magic. His plan was to kill them and make it so they couldn't wage war anymore.
Anymore.
Different.
That's
Okay.
not different.
What's his plan when they regain the ability to wage war? What's his plan then?
Yeah, what's the plan then?
I don't know. He never said. What he did say.
He did say.
Where?
That he's seen as heroes and he's trusting the world to Armin. That's what he said.
He did say that. And he did say they won't be able to retaliate
He's
immediately.
trusting Armin to find a way. That's what he said, bro.
He did say that. He's giving Armin. The one that saved humanity.
But again, he's not going only on that. He's also going on the fact that they lost their capacity.
He's going only on that because if he wasn't, he'd have killed them all.
Okay, so
exactly.
I'll say that for a cross X. I just think.
Okay.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead. Ask me a question. Let's go. What's the cross X? What's the time limit?
2 minutes.
20 minutes for me asking you questions.
All right. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Go, man.
All right.
You're boring me.
2, 1, go.
Did your time finish?
Yeah, they have finished a while ago. My bad.
Oh, and you just didn't tell me.
I reset it because we was having a good conversation, man. Goddamn. All right.
Okay. So since we're on the geopolitical topic, I'll start with this. Okay.
Geopolitical.
If he was doing the power of friendship, magic, blah 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 blah, why did he specifically say how many people were gonna die and the fact that they won't be able to wage war? If he was going off of what he said in chapter 10.
He said he won't be able to wage war.
Let's see how fast why did he do the friendship thing? Because if he hadn't done that, then they wouldn't be able to do the friendship. I'm telling you.
Wasn't my question.
Oh no, my bad. It wasn't your question. I did say that wrong. My brain. I was thinking and talking at the same time. Why did Aaron kill those people at all? Why did he kill 80% if he was gonna do the friendship plan anyways? Is what you're saying. Why not just like, I guess, make a threat and then have them kill him and then hope they friends afterwards without killing so many people? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying Armin asks him about if they want to become, he tells them about how he wants them to be heroes, how he wants to be respected, and then he mentions the Tybers, and and when he says,
the Tybers are highly respected. Despite being elders, they're still highly respected.
He says directly after, he says, don't be able to retaliate immediately, the Roman will kill 80% of humanity.
Yeah, they'll be able to retaliate immediately. Keyword, immediately.
They'll lose their capacity to wage war. Why, if he's all about friendship and magic, does he specifically say the Roman will kill 80% of humanity and they'll lose their capacity to wage war?
Okay, because he knows Aaron, it might be stupid in 139, but he ain't that fucking stupid. He knows that if he doesn't do something to even the playing field, they're dead. He knows that. So he evened the playing field first and gave Eldia a leg up. So that way they can go like, hey man, we got a military, we could kill you motherfuckers, but seeing as though we have a leg up, seeing as though we're stronger than y'all, let's try to negotiate. Let's be cool. Let's show y'all guys that we can be the good, and they have more leverage. Aaron gave them leverage to be able to broker peace. If Aaron had not given them the leverage, it would be impossible, because immediately after Aaron died, they would have nuked Parity to dust.
Exactly.
Okay. So he's not contradicting himself in chapter 10 then.
Huh?
Okay. Let me just read what he says in chapter 10. Whatever chapter this is, I don't know.
Oof. All right.
He said, it just says, back then someone supposedly said if a powerful non-human enemy appeared, humanity would probably unite and stop fighting itself. What's your opinion? Aaron says, I never heard of the legend, but I think it's pretty rosy. Quite frankly, it's dull.
Yep.
Okay? What part of 139 contradicts what he says here?
Because he tried to use what he did to the world and the Alliance killing him as a token, as a catalyst to begin the opportunity, to have the opportunity to do that. He was the uniting force. He was the thing that was going to give them the unity The fact that they took him out, Armin literally said in 139, "I'm the one who killed Eren Yeager." He used that as a bargaining chip. I killed Eren Yeager. I'm trying to broker peace now.
Yeah.
I have a military. You do not. I'm trying to broker peace now. If
Exactly.
Eren did not believe that logic of the first chapter of the chapter 10, he would have just killed them all.
Specifically mentioned the fact that they didn't have a military. How is that contradicting this? Because the whole point of this is that if a non-human enemy appeared, humanity will unite. Not uniting because a non-human enemy appeared. They're uniting because they don't have a military, as you yourself said.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if they still had the military, they wouldn't give a fuck about uniting. They just kill them just cause. But now that they do not have a military, there's a better chance of them wanting to unite. Eren doesn't know if they will or not, but he's trying to make it more. He's trying to make them have more of a reason to want to do it.
Get it now?
He may or may not, but this doesn't contradict what he said in chapter 12.
He's put in the world in a position to do exactly what you did. He put all the pieces in place for that to be a possibility.
No,
if it's not for him, it wouldn't be possible.
No, and the reason why I say that is because he specifically mentioned that their military damage, not how much respect they're gonna have. Why does he mention the military if he's just going off of friendship and magic?
Because if he doesn't kill the military, if he doesn't lower their power, if he doesn't bridge the gap between how much power they have versus parity, Armin has no bargaining chips. Armin can't bargain. He has nothing to bargain.
So it's not the friendship and magic. It's a bargain.
It's both. Eren just isn't that fucking stupid. If Eren would be he's already an idiot in 139, but he'd be fucking mentally challenged if he thought that the world would unite with any.
Would he be on the mentally challenged?
That the world would
magic. It's
both. It's both. Eren just isn't that fucking stupid. Eren would be he's already an idiot in 139, but he'd be fucking mentally challenged if he thought that the world would unite without any possibility of being killed. They have to have some kind of evening here. He had to even the playing field, which is what he did. He evened the playing field as much as he. He could have evened it more, but he evened the field enough to where parity is the strongest in the world. Now that I'm the strongest country, I can have leverage. I can say, "Look, bitch, I'm stronger than you. Let's talk now." But if you're stronger than someone, I don't have to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna kill you.
Exactly.
I can have leverage. I killed everyone. I know as much in the world, and I'm gonna do this with a friendship of magic.
Yes.
That's what you're saying?
Yes, that's what happened.
That's not what happened. What happened was they're the most powerful country in the world, and they had a bargaining chip. Not friendship and magic. They had a bargaining chip. You used the word bargaining chip like it's a peace negotiation.
They could have easily said
that's
no.
That's the fucking point. It's literally a peace negotiation, motherfucker. Fuck, you acting like they're forced to be their slaves, bro. It's just a peace negotiation.
But they didn't. But they could. Well, they ended up saying no eventually. Yeah, they ended up saying no. They ended up saying no, didn't they?
Could have said no, but they didn't because parity is gonna mess them up. Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not friendship and magic.
Said no, and they would have said no. Huh?
Bigger stick diplomacy is what you just described.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Diplomacy. So it's bigger stick diplomacy, not friendship and magic. It's standard foreign policy.
Bro, listen to me, bro. Listen to me, bro.
It's my turn to ask questions. I want to ask you.
Go ahead, bro. Because I feel like I'm not speaking English.
Does
you're not speaking.
Teddy Roosevelt believe in a friendship and magic? And at this point, because
Aaron, not niggas involving fucking historical figures now. We're talking about fiction over here. We might involving historical figures.
He's pretty much using that same logic.
Teddy Roosevelt. Who the fuck is Teddy Roosevelt? We're talking about a fucking manga here. What are you talking about? Fucking historical fiction. What are you talking about historical people? Oh my goodness, yo. Oh my goodness, you are
let's
fucking
not let's
stupid.
not let's not do that. No, no, no.
No,
Let's do that
Teddy,
because
We're
you
not. We're
bro.
not.
said
No, no, no. I listen, listen. I don't relate. I don't relate things to real life scenarios anymore. Let's keep it fiction. Let's keep it fiction.
Yeah, keep it fiction, bro.
Go
Don't
ahead.
want Teddy over to where you talking
I'm
about
not
Teddy
saying I'll
Roosevelt.
oblige, but I can do this without bringing in the role into it. Listen,
Oh my
you said
stupid
yourself.
motherfucker. Mm-hmm.
Parity is in a superior position. Parity is the strongest country in the world. They have a bargaining chip. This is like literally every peace negotiation. Anytime two countries sit at a table to end a conflict, it's always this scenario. It's never, oh, I like you, you like me, let's end it for friendship's sake. No, it's, we are beating you in a war. We have more weapons than you. Give up. That's not friendship and magic. That's not contradicting chapter 10. That is simply Aaron using standard political strategy. That's all that is. It's not contradict what he says in chapter 10. So I'm going to ask you this again. How does him using a bargaining chip full friendship is magic? Ending.
Okay.
Okay.
They
So
said,
I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to think of a way I can word this because I feel like I'm just not getting it through what I'm trying to say. I mean,
yeah,
I
I
think
don't
the
think
chat
you
get
are,
what I'm saying,
maybe.
but
It's okay though.
okay.
It's
So
okay.
okay. So if let's speaking hypothetically, if Aaron wanted to do the friendship plan, right? If he wanted to do it, it would be physically impossible for him to do it if Eldia does not have at least equal playing field with the rest of the world. It would be impossible. He knew that. So he put LDA on equal playing field in the world and then gave them the opportunity to attempt to do the Code Geass plan. Would it work? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. It might work, it might not. But he had to get them in the position where it was even a possibility, which is what he did. He
Yeah.
made it possible for them to do the Code Geass, and he made himself the target, the thing that unites the people. He made himself that, just like Lelouch did. He put them
They
in the
said it.
position to be able to do it. And he hoped that it worked out. He hoped that Armin was able to do it, and he fucking wasn't. But he hoped that he was. And that's it. That's how it equals. They go hand in hand. Just because he destroyed the military base does not mean he didn't believe in the power of friendship, because he fucking left Armin in charge with the power of friendship. If he didn't believe in the power of friendship, he would have just killed everyone.
God, come on, God,
There's
come
no
on.
other reason to leave them alive.
For that, there is no reason to be alive.
Okay. We're going in circles, and I have to keep. And I have more questions. Do you mind adding 5 more minutes?
Okay.
He ain't triggered. He ain't triggered. He ain't triggered. I can tell.
Okay. Go
I can
ahead.
tell.
Okay, so
Explanation.
as far as the whole friendship that thing goes, I say what you say what you had to say.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna continue with this because it's wasting time. I want to talk about the whole Mikasa thing.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay,
Oh, God,
so
I don't
do you
make us
believe
up.
that Grisha whining over Zeke was a retcon?
Nope.
Whining over Zeke. When did Grisha whine over Zeke?
Or crying about with Zeke and
No.
would you consider
Because
that a
he made a
retcon?
fucking
Crying
regret.
about Zeke?
Crying about Zeke, no. Because that's his fucking son. That's his son who he mistreated over years. That's completely different. That's his own son. Oh my goodness, man. Grisha crying over Zeke makes sense. That's his fucking son. Because he's not even Aaron's blood relative. Why the fuck would that matter? Grisha, Zeke is literally Grisha's son. Of course he's gonna cry over him. That's his fucking flesh and blood. He helped bring him into the fucking world. Come on, man. Don't compare father and son to fucking to adopted siblings like that, bro. Fuck out of here with that shit, man.
You talking about like when he cried and embraced him?
Oh my god.
Yeah, was that a retcon?
No,
No.
that's his fucking son.
I
And if
wasn't
it,
listening.
well, here's the thing. My interpretation of that is that that never really happened. Aaron like manipulated Pav some type of way. That's my interpretation. But if you want to say that it really happened, no, it's not a retcon. No.
It's
How
not
is
a
it a
retcon.
retcon? How is
That's his son.
how is Zeke
I'm asking you
learning?
the question.
I'm about to answer. No, I'm answering the question with a question. How is
Okay.
Zeke learning that his not learning, but going through his life and reflecting on it and realizing that he was wrong to treat his son the way he treated his son a retcon. When
Yeah,
he
exactly.
literally exposed, when he
That's
literally
his
showed that
fucking
character
son,
development
bro.
through Aaron, the way he raised Aaron, he showed through the way he
Oh
raised
my
Aaron that he
god.
was clearly
Ho ho ho. Oh my goodness. This man's saying that crying for your son is fucking whining? Your own flesh and blood. That's your fucking son. He's saying that's counts as whining, but not Aaron crying over a fucking girl that he never had a feelings for. That's not whining. But a father crying over for his son for after years of neglect and regretting his actions towards his son, that's whining. Holy shit, man.
not that
Whoa.
person anymore. So that shows that he originally thought that the way he raised Zeke
What
was
the
wrong.
fuck?
So how is that a retcon?
How's that retcon? That's
Okay.
his son.
You say that
Oh my, bro, bro. You better turn this shit off. I'm not even. I'm barely halfway through this shit, man. And I'm getting this mad. What, is Grisha not supposed to be apologized to his son? He mistreated him. He regrets it. Come on, bro.
Grisha mainly focused on Elden restoration in his early life.
In his early life, yes.
Yes.
Okay. You say that at the end he changed course and he realized that
He
Zeke was more
developed as a
important.
character. Yes.
Yes, that's
He
character
developed as
development.
a character.
He developed as a
You're
character
saying
and
before.
he learned
Okay.
his lessons. That's
So
all
I
it is.
think everyone knows where this is going. I'm gonna posture the question to you now.
Yeah.
So if Grisha realizing that he should have been with Zeke more, Grisha realizing he made a mistake, and then Grisha crying about it, and he's never done that before. If that's not a retcon, how's what Aaron did with Mikasa a retcon?
Okay. Oh, God.
How is Aaron crying over Mikasa a retcon compared to Grisha crying over Zeke a retcon? Is that what you're saying?
Because all the points you just copy and paste into Aaron.
No.
Just saying it wasn't a retcon. Cool. Just saying it wasn't a retcon. He never
We
whined
why we
before.
okay. I'll tell you why. I explained it earlier. A retcon is when a character develops and you don't see it. We never saw Aaron develop into this character who would cry because he couldn't be with Mikasa. We never saw that. We never saw that development. With
Never.
Grisha, we saw the development. We saw the way he treated Aaron. We saw the fact that he wasn't thirsty about Eldia restoration anymore. We saw him develop as a character. We never saw it with Aaron. That's why it's a
Oh,
Yeah,
retcon.
you saw Zeke.
okay. So you're saying if we
Exactly.
didn't see the Aaron part, just seeing Zeke and crying about him, that would be a retcon.
Yes, absolutely. No, because we saw the way he raised Aaron. If we never knew the way he raised Aaron, but how would we not know that? But it's impossible in the story for us not to know. If the day
Okay.
if the day he got on LD and he had Aaron, from the day Aaron was able to talk and he was telling him one day you're going to be a Titan and you're going to take my Titan from me and you're going to kill these motherfuckers. If he was saying that to Aaron and then all of a sudden he started crying about Zeke, yes, that would be a retcon. But he wasn't. He treated Aaron like a regular kid. He didn't even show him about the basement. He didn't tell him shit. He was just about to tell him he was like 10 years old because he was so fucking curious. He's like, all right, I guess I'll tell this little nigga what's going on. But he wasn't like putting that onto him. He let
Yeah,
Aaron be a kid. Even Zeke was
exactly.
surprised. Zeke was like, what the fuck? This nigga being raised completely different than how I was raised. What the fuck going on?
Exactly.
That's
That's
character
development. That's
development.
character development. He learned his lesson. He learned his lesson from his mistakes. He learned from his mistakes from treating Zeke. So he started treating Aaron like a normal kid.
He learned he was
What's he gonna say?
wrong.
What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? What's he gonna
Uh,
say? What's
okay,
that nigga
so
gonna
how
say?
is Grisha crying about Zeke a retcon, but the character, but the him not treating Aaron like how he treated Zeke a retcon, not a retcon?
Okay. So how is that not a retcon? Because we saw him get a consequence from the way he treated Zeke. The consequence from the way he treated Zeke was he almost died, Dina died, and he lost his family. That was the consequence. He got punished for the way he thought and the way he acted, and he reflected on that, learned from that, and put that into his life. Character development. That's how.
Character development.
You don't think
That's
Aaron was
exactly.
reflecting in 130 about his life?
When Mikasa,
Nope, not
Yeah, he
Mikasa.
was in
Exactly.
130. He
No, he was
was literally in the
not.
front and center
He
in
was
130.
doesn't
not.
He was
matter.
reflecting.
That's not a reflection of Mikasa. He didn't say, "Oh, I've been treating Mikasa so wrong.
Yeah,
I
he
shouldn't
was
have been doing
reflecting.
that. I should love her more. I should tell how I feel about her." He wasn't doing none of that. That wasn't none of that.
He was reflecting on how much he loves his friends, and he
Friends,
multiple
yes, his
times.
friends, and he loved people.
Yeah.
Who Armin was there too, so he romantically invested in Armin. Then no,
Yeah, he loves Armin.
No, what I'm
He
saying is that
so loves Armin so
him
much. He
quote
loves
unquote
Armin.
whining about not being with Mikasa is the same way about Grisha quote unquote whining about
it's not the
Zeke.
same. I just told you it's not the
It's
same.
not
I
the
just
same.
showed you. There's no
It's not
character
the
Yeah.
development,
same.
so it's not the
Okay.
same. It's
So
a
you
retcon.
would
Not
say
the
that
same.
Aaron wasn't reflecting in 130 then.
He was reflecting, but not about his relationship with Mikasa. He was reflecting
Not
about his entire life, not his relationship with Mikasa.
exactly.
He says in 139 he says Mikasa and everyone. So
No, not 139. You said 130.
Yeah,
I
you
said
said 130.
139.
I'm
No,
not
you
I
did
talking
said
about
not. You said
139. I don't
130.
care about
You
139.
said
It's a
one.
retcon chapter. I'm 130. He does.
I'm
He's
saying
there.
it's
130.
not a I'm saying it's not a retcon because he says
Well,
Mikasa and everyone.
it doesn't matter if you put the retcon in the retcon chapter, then you're cheating. You have to put the foreshadowing before the chapter of which I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Exactly.
130.
You got to set it up. You got to set it up. You can't put it out of nowhere after FedCon. You gotta fucking set it up, motherfucker. That's what writing is. Writing 101. Set it up before you put the foreshadowing. It's called foreshadowing. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh god.
He thinks about his friends, and
Not
Mikasa's the
Mikasa.
biggest
Doesn't
Mikasa's the
matter. He
biggest memory
didn't.
card. Surprise,
Okay.
surprise,
But he
surprise,
doesn't
surprise.
speak. But he doesn't talk about his relationship with her specifically. You
Exactly.
can't tell me that in that one fucking panel of him thinking that was him realizing that he should have loved Mikasa deeper for his entire life. That's not character development, bro.
That is not.
He was listen. He was
Listen.
reflecting his
This is what I'm
relationship with
saying.
his friends that he's never gonna see
This is
again,
what I'm saying.
and he was reflecting and infer about Mikasa. Now I'm gonna ask you the question
You can
again.
infer.
How is it a retcon? How is it a retcon for him to be emotional about losing a relationship when it was perfectly fine for Grisha to be emotional about losing a relationship prior?
Let me see right now. You get the real. Okay, let's do a scene how it says. I want to hear a scene how it say.
Okay, hold on.
He's getting a headache. He's getting a headache. Cause yeah, this I get a headache too, bro. With my water. With my water actually. I'm getting a headache too. Holy shit. Holy shit. Exactly. The build. Exactly, Mr. Bob Ross. The build-up is the difference, man. It's called setting it up. It's called freaking set it up before you it's called foreshadow it. So you can't just put it in there instantly and expect people to like it. You gotta set it up. There was no setup. What's your
All
scene to
right.
say?
So I'm gonna try to say it one more time, bro.
Say what's your Saint? Finish him off, Saint. Finish him off,
We
Saint.
saw with our own two eyes. It's inarguable that
Mm-hmm.
Grisha developed as a character from the character who was obsessed with destroying Eldia to a character who realized that his obsession with destroying Eldia that he put onto his son was a mistake and he shouldn't have done it. How do we know that? Because he didn't blame Zeke for tattletelling on him. He regretted what he did to Zeke, and he showed that he learned from his mistakes because he treated Eren completely differently, which Zeke was shocked by. This is vivid character development that is shown from the very first chapter of Attack on Titan. There's no debate that Grisha as a character developed, and we saw it with our own two eyes, is inarguable. There's no room for interpretation. There's no room for who did he develop, did he not. It's an inarguable fact that he developed. Aaron's
Thank you.
relationship with Mikasa and the way he feels about Mikasa was never shown to the audience. We do not have one concrete example of him romantically being interested in her. We just have it that she is important in his life because he's known her for a very long time. It's like You know, it's okay for her to be important in his life. We all agree there. But she was not his romantic interest. We never got one single moment where Eren showed any sort of guaranteed 100% no room for interpretation romantic interest in Mikasa other than a goddamn blush, which he blushed at other people as well. And other people have blushed at other people who were not romantically in the story of Attack on Titan as well. But that's beside the point. We never got any concrete evidence of that. So for us to not get any concrete evidence of that, and then in one chapter get the most concrete of concrete evidence ever, is a retcon.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Showed any sort of
Let's be clear to hear what he has. Let's hear his factual statements that he said.
that she is important in his life because he's known her for a very long time. It's like, you know, it's okay for her to be important in his life. We all agree there. But she was not his romantic interest. We never got
Exactly.
one.
Just okay. I'm gonna say something. Just because Aaron doesn't like her romantically, doesn't mean he doesn't like her at all. He can still like her as a friend. He can still deeply appreciate for all the things that she's done for him. But that doesn't mean he has to like her romantically. Come on, man. Come on.
Single moment where
Spit
Eren
that.
showed
Spit
any
that,
sort of
Saints, bro.
guaranteed 100% no room for interpretation romantic interest in Mikasa other than a goddamn blush, which he blushed at other people as well. And other people have blushed at other people who were not romantically in the story of Attack on Titan as well. But that's beside the point. We never got any concrete evidence of that. So for us to not get any concrete evidence of that, and then in one chapter get the most concrete of concrete evidence ever, is a retcon.
It is. It
You got
is.
any concrete evidence of Grisha liking Zeke?
Yes, we have.
What the fuck? He's saying Aaron makes more relationships more developed. It's more developed. It's more connected to the story than fucking Grisha and Zeke. Holy fucking shit! Whoa, whoa. I want to see. Wow. He's saying Aaron McCart's relationship is more connected to the story than fucking Zeke and Grisha's. Are you fucking stupid? Grisha is literally the main point of Zeke's development. What the fuck?
Concrete evidence of him regretting the way he treated Zeke. Yes, we
No,
do.
before that, do we have any concrete evidence?
Yes.
What?
Of him regretting the way he treated Zeke when he raised Eren completely differently.
No, before the apology, do we have any concrete evidence?
Of him regretting the way he treated Zeke. Yes, when he raised Eren completely differently. Yes.
I'm talking about Zeke. Did he show any? That's concrete evidence that he loves Zeke.
I said that he regretted. I said that he regretted the way he treated Zeke, which is
I'm
what he was
asking
crying
you.
about. It's because he regretted the way he treated him, and we have concrete evidence of that. Yes, and the way he raised Eren.
Oh, I said concrete evidence that he liked Zeke.
He always
loved Zeke.
What are you talking about?
Always
Love? The conversation. He wasn't crying because he loved him. He wasn't crying. Oh, Zeke, I love you so much. That's not what he was crying about. He was crying
literally
because
said I love you. He literally
yes,
said I love you.
But that's not why he was crying. He was crying because of the way he treated him. He was crying because he treated him poorly as a child. He regretted the way he treated him. That's what the cry was. It was regret. It was regret.
You don't. Oh, so you don't think Aaron's regretting putting himself in a situation where he's never going to see Mikasa again?
Oh god, bro. Why you can't compare, bro? You can't do that. That's like literally like this man's comparing a father and son relationship to a freaking sibling, half adopted sibling, whatever the fuck Mikasa is to Aaron or to Diego fucking out at this point. Whatever, man. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
Do I regret?
you did hear me?
I heard you, bro. You said, do I think Eren is regretting putting himself in a situation where he won't see Mikasa again?
Yes.
Nope.
139.
If he loved Mikasa so much, he wouldn't have done the fucking rumbling, huh?
The retcon Aaron, yes, but if he wasn't retcon, he'd be regretting putting himself in a situation where he couldn't see any of his friends again, not just Mikasa.
Yeah, he said Mikasa and everyone in 139.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone else, not just Mikasa, and everyone
he was
else.
crying about Mikasa.
Yeah,
No one
exactly.
cares
Yeah,
about the other one. We're talking about the crying in the puddle. That's the retcon
yeah, he's crying about Mikasa.
about Mikasa, right?
And you said it could be a plot twist, which you said beforehand it could be fine, and I agree with you. It's a plot twist, and we have
Yeah, the
breadcrumbs.
foreshadow breadcrumb. Yeah, the breadcrumb foreshadow a plot twist.
You said that was fine in the opening statement.
It's
Okay,
not. It's fine for him to. It's fine for him to be romantically involved or interested in Mikasa. That's fine. It's like,
okay,
like plot twist that's fucking weird, but that's fine. I don't care.
okay.
Him crying about wanting to be with her is the problem. That's the problem
Crime. Okay, now why is that a problem?
because it's a retcon.
It's, okay. Let me ask you this question: Zeke, if Grisha saw Zeke before he had Aaron, and did what he did in 120, 123, would that be a retcon?
It would be impossible. You rewrite the story of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I am. I am saying if he saw him before he met Aaron, would that be a retcon?
If he saw Zeke again before he met Aaron, would it be a retcon?
How does it make any
No,
sense?
and he did what he did in 123 and started crying saying I love you. Would that be a retcon?
I don't know. That. I don't know when he'd see him. I don't know what happened in between. That's a whole different story. There's no way I could. There's no way I could do that.
Listen, all I'm saying is you're saying let's say Aaron was never born and you didn't see how he treated Aaron, or as an audience Aaron was born but we didn't see how he treated him, and he just sees Zeke. The first thing after he gets sent to the island is him apologizing to Zeke. Would that be a retcon?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
How'd that be a retcon?
because we
No
didn't see him
evidence.
develop.
Exactly. There's no evidence. He keeps on trying to make different points, but he keeps on hitting the same wall. If there's no evidence, it's a fucking retcon. You have to set it. You have to put a little better. You have to set it up. You have to set it up before the thing happens, man. You have to set it up. It can't be suddenly abrupt. That's a retcon. You have to set it up in order for it to make sense. You have to set it up from before. You have to set it. You have to manually set it up. You have to put it in subtle hints, and then you do it. Come on, man.
You didn't see him develop.
We saw from the way that Grisha treated Aaron. He treated Aaron like a normal kid. That shows that Grisha learned his lesson. It showed that Grisha developed as a person and as a parent. He made a mistake, and he's not gonna do it again. If he made a mistake with Zeke, he's not gonna do it again with Aaron. That's development. If you never saw how he treated Aaron and so how Zeke can say he's apologized, that's a retcon. Cause we never saw him develop before that. God, bro.
Okay. I mean, I disagree, but how much time do we have left?
2 minutes.
I'm done, bro.
Alright,
I'm done.
I can still do this.
He's hopeless. He is hopeless, bro.
Listen,
This man's talking about what ifs and all that shit. Saint, so funny. Saint never made a what if. Saint as of this video right now doesn't do any what ifs. He's doing all the what if this that no. Focus on the source material, bro. Man went from man talking about Teddy Roosevelt. Man talking about Theodore Roosevelt. Ain't talking about what if scenarios. Come on, man. I'm done.
would you agree that Aaron's
So
reflecting on his friendships in 130?
Yes.
yes, he is.
Okay.
He is.
So, do you think that might bring up some sentimental feelings about missing them?
Potentially.
Yes, of
Okay.
course. That's his
So
friends.
you already said beforehand it's fine for him to be romantic with Mikasa, and you already said he's reflecting. So why is it a problem that he's sad he can't see her again?
It's not a
Because there's
problem
no
that he can't see her again.
setup.
It's a problem that he's crying about the fact that he can't see her again. That's the problem.
Crying. Why are the tears the problem?
It's not really the tears. My bad. Not crying. Whining. Use that
Whining.
word specifically. He's whining
What
about it.
can you explain to me what aspect of Aaron in 139 you have a problem with?
Him whining.
Him
No,
whining.
And retconning
Him
his whole
acting
character.
stupid.
What particular stuff? Like, what is him whining such a vague term? What do you mean?
The words he's saying when he whines.
The words. What words? Can you just tell me?
Let me pull up a page so I can read it word for word because I think it's really important to read that page. That's
It's you. I want to hear.
one panel. And Isayama he killed it, man. He's a
He's a
masterpiece at
yeah, he's
that.
a fucking
Like, how do you
masterpiece.
destroy everything.
You're wasting time. Can you just
I'm
keep?
going,
I have the
bro.
panel. I
Fuck
have
the
the panel.
time, bro. We got unlimited time. Hold on, I'm going. I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, bro.
I
So
can panel.
impatient.
I was just
So
talking while pulling it
impatient.
up. Okay,
So
this is
impatient,
literally
bro.
just one panel. Okay, here it
Let
is.
him get his stuff.
No, I don't want that. I want to think about me and no one else for the rest of her life, even after.
Oh, him reading that is yo. Me going back and reading that, bro. It hurts me, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. It's fucking hilarious. It's so funny, bro. He looks so triggered, bro. He looks so triggered. He's so done with life. He's like, yo, why the fuck am I doing this, bro? I have somewhere to be. And I'm too busy triggered over this nigga. I'm done, bro. Look at his face, bro. He looks so over it, bro. He looks so done.
After I die, I want her to.
Yo, he looks so mad. Yo, I know for this fact that they couldn't do this in person. I know for a fact that one of them would be choking the other right now. That's for sure.
Be hung up
And I
on
feel
me
like it's
for
gonna
what?
be Beluga putting his hands on Saint, which I know Saint ain't gonna let that shit happen. So
Wow, 10 years at least.
Spectacular act.
I love his face. I love his face. I love Saint.
10 years at least.
Look at his face. Just the instant happiness, and then just smile. Just look at him. No smile, nothing. Look at his shit.
Me for a while. 10 years at least.
Spectacular
Just to turn on, it's like, yo, what about this then?
acting. Now, what part of that do you have a problem with?
Everything,
Every dialogue, bro.
every word in that panel is dog shit.
Can you
Let's
just
start.
give me something to work with here? I have no idea what your problem is.
Okay,
Keep saying whiny this.
let's start off with the first thing. Let's start off with the first thing. Okay, Meek, Aaron. Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, Aaron is gonna die. He's knowing he's gonna die since he found out about Titan Curse. He's known he's gonna die. He's had time to process the fact that he's gonna die. He knows that. He knows that when he dies, Mikasa will still be alive. He's known that. Agree?
Can we
Agree?
agree on
He's
that?
supposed to, yes, he knows he's supposed to be alive. Yes.
Okay. So therefore, he should know that Mikasa would eventually move on with her life and find another lover. He's known that for now. When he's been in his mind, he's known he's gonna die in 4 years. He knows that's gonna happen, right?
Agree?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Why is he complaining about something that he had 4 years to prepare for?
Exactly. He had
Why
four.
is Grisha complaining about something he had X amount of years to prepare for?
He never thought he'd see Zeke again.
What?
He never
Oh,
thought he'd see Zeke again.
okay. You're saying he was. You're saying that he. Why is he whining about something that he could have prepared for? Why is Grisha whining about something he never prepared for? He could have told. He could
I
have
didn't
told
say he
Zeke.
never prepared for. Why are you switching words? I said he did prepare for. He prepared for the fact.
All right.
He prepared. Okay. Aaron
Let him
prepared for
talk.
the fact that Mikasa would be dating someone else at some point in life after he's gone in 4 years. He prepared. He had 4 years to mentally get that through his skull that she was gonna fuck somebody else someday. 4 years, bro.
Oh, okay. So you're. What do you, okay, well, shouldn't he have been with Sasha too? Because he knew she was gonna die. Shouldn't he have been all okay? This is cool. Why would he emotionally break down then if he had 4 years to prepare for that?
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Ay, man. If you was Sasha, then you'd be mad. I know you'd be mad that it was Sasha. I know.
He didn't know for an absolute fact that Sasha was gonna die. He saw the future and he thought that potentially she could die, and then he saw it come true, and he's like, oh shit, she died. But he knew for a fact there was no question the Titan curse was going to happen. He's going to die in 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to die.
You said earlier that he was confirming the future when he's asking Mikasa, "What am I to you?" So he already confirmed that, and he said right on time. What do you mean? Does it know it's gonna happen or not?
Well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That was my theory. That was my interpretation of that scene. Is that
Are
he
you
was trying to
changing?
confirm the future? No, I'm not changing it. He was trying to confirm the future. But I mean, at the end of the day, just because he confirmed it in the past doesn't mean that he 100% believes that. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, my thought process, my interpretation of the, because Isayama didn't tell us, so we have to interpret it ourselves. My interpretation of the Eren reacting in that moment was the emotion was stronger than his logic. Like, yes, he knew Sasha was gonna die. He knew that what was gonna happen. That everything has
Oh
been consistent.
no,
What he
he fell
saw
for him.
and what's
Oh
happening
no.
is consistent. But Sasha dying was something that was so emotionally powerful to him that even though he knew it was coming,
Oh, I
it
know
was
you're
coming,
saying. I
it
know
still
you're
hit
saying.
him.
I know that. Oh no, Saints. No, you lobbed it to him. He gonna say. Oh no. I know what to say now. I know what I gonna say now. Okay. I know what he's gonna say now. He gonna say, why couldn't you do that for me? Cause watch it. Look, he just says something like that.
In
Okay,
the
so like even though he
okay,
knew he was gonna lose Mikasa the second he lost her, it still hit him hard.
Told you.
he didn't lose her
Told you.
Why?
yet. He didn't lose her yet.
Exactly.
He's
Yeah.
about to, and
No,
Armin's talking,
he's
bringing
about
it up.
to. He was
Specifically
okay.
talking
He was about to. Okay,
like
fair,
6 hours away from.
fair,
Okay,
fair,
thank
fair.
you.
He was about to inside the Titan stomach. He was about to inside of the cave.
Let's go. Yo, Saint doesn't. Yo, I'm sorry, Saint, for doubting you, bro. Cause I didn't know you're gonna pull that out. Cause I knew for a fact that you lobbed that shit to him. You lobbed it to him, and it got me scared. I'm like, can Saint have a comeback? Guess what he did? He not even prepared, and this man is already outsmarting Beluga, bro. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
What does that do anything?
He
We
never.
are. Thank
Fair.
you.
He was about to inside the Titan stomach.
Facts,
He was about to inside of the cave.
facts. Sorry for doubting you, Saint. I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm
What does that do
sorry.
anything?
He
We
never
already
thought about
agreed
it.
that.
He never thought about it.
We
He never
already
thought
agreed
about
that
it.
romantic.
The cave. No, 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 no. The cave was after the scarf. The cave was after. I'll wrap the scarf for you forever. The cave was after that. You didn't think about it then.
It's facts. It was after that.
So we already
What do
agreed
you mean
that.
so? How are you ignoring this?
No, because we already agreed it could be they can have romantic involvement. So that's
What?
already.
Yeah, they can have romantic involvement, but my point is that he didn't think about the bitch. When he was about to die, he didn't think about the bitch. So this is a
Okay, and we
retcon because
Exactly.
now he's thinking about the bitch.
okay, and we
Hey,
saw development right when he was thinking about her in 130, all of them, but Mikasa as
No,
well.
we didn't see development. You're just headcanoning that. You're headcanoning it. I didn't see shit. All I saw was him reflecting on his past.
hey, hey, hey. That's facts. That's facts. You headcanon. That's facts. You're talking about heterofilial situation that doesn't even exist. That's a facts. You're talking about Teddy Roosevelt, who's a real person that isn't more efficient. That's facts. Let's go. Let's
That's
go.
saying, damn, this shit crazy, bro. All
It's
this shit
that.
happened,
Okay,
but
so he's
all
reflecting.
these things happened. All this shit happened to me, but I gotta keep moving forward. That's all I got. I didn't see. Damn, I love Mikasa a lot. You saw that. Where you see that
Yeah.
Yeah,
at?
Yeah. Where
see
do you
that
see
All
that
right,
you
I
at?
didn't see
yeah,
it either. So therefore,
we both already agreed it could be. We both already agreed
it
it could
could
be a.
have been. It's fine. It's fine if the
Yeah,
story
they
made it that
could have
way, but
been,
he
but that
didn't write it
wasn't the
good.
case.
Whether he wrote it good is irrelevant. You said it could be a. We already agreed it
It
could
could
be
be
a.
a possibility, yes, but that's not
Good.
what I'm.
Okay,
But that has nothing to do with it.
let me ask a
He can
question.
want to be with Mikasa,
Hold on a
but
second.
crying like this is stupid. It's a
Let me ask,
retcon.
Yeah.
let me ask a question. Okay, we agreed he could like Mikasa.
We said
We
what?
agreed.
You said what?
We agreed he could like Mikasa.
It could be,
He
yeah.
could. Yeah, he
We
could be.
agreed. I'm making a statement, then I'm asking a question. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We agreed he could like Mikasa.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We agreed that experiencing something in the moment would be more powerful and painful than knowing it's gonna happen
Right.
beforehand.
Right.
We already agreed that crying over something is acceptable. I'm gonna posture, and we already agreed he was reflecting on his past with his friends.
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna posture the question to you: why is it such a problem that Eren is sad he's not gonna see Mikasa again?
because he never ever expressed that he felt that way before, and also because he's right now contemplating killing millions and millions of innocent people, and that's all he can think about.
That's
Those are those
facts.
two issues.
That's not all I can think about. I'll
That's all he can
get to
think about. Yes,
that later. No, it's not all I can
those
think
are the
about.
two issues.
Okay,
That's an
I'll do
issue.
the first one first. Again, Grisha never thought about Zeke
How do you
till
know
he
that?
did. He did think about
Yeah, how do
Zeke
you know
because
that?
we
We
saw
didn't
him.
see him,
We
Yeah,
saw
exactly.
how he was in his childhood, and he was obsessed with killing Titans.
and then
Sorry, he
he's
was obsessed with Eldian
killing.
restoration.
Right.
Then he learned from his mistakes, and then reconciled with Zeke.
He learns from
You
his
see,
mistakes, and the evidence of that is through his the evidence
yeah,
of
okay.
that is through the way he treated Aaron. There's evidence of it. It's not just my
Okay,
headcanon.
listen,
Yeah, it's not his
you may
canon.
not.
She.
You don't need headcanon because we see it in 123. You may
See
not
what?
agree, but
Yes, we
if
see.
if Grisha saw Zeke, he saw Aaron and started apologizing to him, breaking down and crying, I wouldn't consider that a retcon. Maybe you do. I don't consider that a retcon.
Everyone would
As
consider
far
that a
as
retcon. It doesn't make no sense. He hasn't
well,
shown
well
that his character has changed.
Yeah, there's no
That's a
you would
evidence
retcon.
you
that
would
there's no
you
evidence that
would
he
infer that
changed.
he knew what his mistakes
You
were.
would fill
How?
in the blanks
Okay,
for the writer, which is a retcon. That's
okay.
what you're doing right
You
now,
you
actually.
filled in the blanks for him the way he treated Aaron.
I
No.
didn't fill in the blanks. He showed me how he treated Aaron. He never
Yeah.
mentioned anything
But
about LDR restoration to Aaron, so therefore he
yeah.
proved that he changed. He didn't ever mention anything to LD and restoration
All
to
right.
Aaron.
I completely agree. My question is, why is that not a retcon? Because if he apologizes to Zeke, he's showing change, and if he's treating Aaron different, that's also a change.
The
Why is one different than the other?
the apology to Zeke doesn't show the change. He showed the change when he treated the way he treated Aaron. That's when he showed it.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm
The change was already shown to us.
You need proof
one.
that he changed. You can't just suddenly say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You have to show that he changed. It's a story, not real life. For a story, listen, bro, I'm gonna say right now. First of all, no one's gonna fucking believe. First of all, if you don't write that, no one's gonna fucking believe that Grisha changed. And guess what that makes you? A fucking bad writer. Okay, Grisha changed. Give us fucking proof. Give us proof that Grisha changed. And guess what? He only gave us proof by the way he treated Aaron. He learned from a mistake from treating Zeke. He decided to treat Aaron like a normal kid. He's saying that, oh, he's saying that, oh, it's no good writing if we never get to see that. That's not good writing. How do we know that Grisha changed? Oh, we saw it through the way he treated Aaron. He learned from a mistake as a father. He learned from it. That's development. We see it. There's evidence. There's physical evidence in the chapters and in the episodes that Grisha changed.
That's
I'm
why it's not a
saying,
retcon.
That's not a
I'm
retcon.
saying, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible.
That would be a retcon. That would be a retcon if he said I'm a terrible father, but there's no evidence that he changed. Man, it's like it's so stupid. It's actually so dumb. Like honestly, bro. Frick, man. It's a retcon. Because it's a retcon. It's not even a retcon. It's just bad writing in general. Because we don't get evidence of that. If we got evidence of Grisha changing as a father. Grisha is sorry to Zeke because the way he treated him as a father. He learned his lesson and decided, you know what? I can't make the same mistake I did for Zeke. So I'm gonna treat Aaron like a normal kid. He learned from the mistake. That's development. And he guess what? He stayed on. He kept that promise in his head. Like you know what? I can't make this mistake, man. Got to treat my next son better. Got to treat my next child better. And he's done that. There's proof of that.
Father, I put you through so much suffering. Zeke, I love you. I should have spent more time playing with you. That is not showing change.
No, because he already showed that through the way he raised Aaron. That's not showing
In a
change.
vacuum. In a vacuum, is that
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say it now. Words don't mean shit if you don't put any action to it. Okay? Sorry, I'm a bad father. Okay, how you gonna fucking how you gonna change, man? So I've been a bad father to you, but he didn't have any other kids. So how you know you changed as a father? While having another one and treating that one better.
It's showing change.
In a vacuum, if you take it completely out of the story, you could remove all the other guests, but the
You
change is already shown.
I'm saying if you put that before he met, if you put that
Then it's a
conversation before he met,
retcon.
You can't do that. You can't do that. It's a
Then
retcon.
it's
You
a
how
can't
is
just
that a
retcon
retcon?
remove.
because it was
That's
because it
showing
was
change.
because we weren't shown.
Showing what?
Exactly.
We weren't shown his development. We weren't shown him learning from that mistake. He just randomly saying it. It's
Exposition.
exposition retcon.
No, it's him saying, "I'm sorry. I should have spent more time playing with you." That is showing change.
Yeah,
Secondly,
it
But there's
again,
is.
no proof of him changing. The words don't mean shit. Look at in a story, words don't mean shit if you don't have action between that, man. Oh, I promise I'm gonna do this, but then don't do it. That's not changing anything, bro. I promise I'll be nice, but still be an asshole. That's not changing. Come on, bro. That's a retcon. How do we know? How do we know that Grisha changed as a father if we don't see it? He's basically saying that it doesn't matter. It does matter. Saint is completely right in this argument. This is a story. This is a story we're reading here. How do we know that Grisha changed? How do we know that Grisha learned a lesson as a father? We now know through the way that he treated Aaron. That's he learned a lesson from his experience with Zeke. He learned a lesson. So now he's like now with his next son. We now really now we have Aaron. He changed, and we see that. Oh my goodness, bro! You need evidence. You need physical proof that he changed, and Grisha did change, and we see that. If we don't see that, how do we know that he actually changed? Words don't mean anything. He could be lying. Don't forget, characters in the story, they can lie.
It's a change. A retcon can be a change, but it's a retcon though.
okay, how is him? Why is him treating Aaron differently seen as a character development more than him saying I'm sorry to Zeke, who he actually wronged?
Why is this seen as a character development more?
Yeah, because him apologizing to Zeke, that's a retcon. Okay, why is him treating Aaron differently not a retcon? Why is that showing development?
Because it
The only
shows he
him
learned his
apologizing to Zeke is only a
lesson.
retcon if he does it immediately after, like you said, when you put it in a weird
No,
hypothetical
I'm
situation.
I'm
That's what makes it a hit. That's what makes it a retcon. It's not a
I'm,
retcon if he does it in the context of the story because he's already shown ahead of time that he cared about Aaron.
I'm
Now
answering
you're
my
asking me
question.
why is it a retcon? Why is it a
No,
retcon that he cared
what I'm
about Aaron?
asking, no,
That
what
he
I'm asking is what
why
I'm
is it
asking
not a
is
retcon?
why. I'm no listen to what listen closely to what I'm saying. I'm asking why is way he treated Aaron seen as proper development, but him but if he apologized to Zeke, that would not be seen as proper development.
Because there's no evidence
If
of
he
him.
apologizes, he in your head canon? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
in
saying?
your head
Like
canon.
So why wouldn't that be seen as proper development? But him treating Aaron differently, why is that seen as development?
because because he actively chose to raise Aaron in the way he raised him when he could have continued down the path. He actually had
No,
more let me finish.
thank you.
Let me finish. He actually had more of a reason than ever before to raise Aaron the way he was raising Zeke because now he has more information, he has a time, he has a mission. There's so much more in his ball court to where he should be. If anything, he should have been raising Aaron the way he was raising Zeke if he was, still on that same mindset. So why is it a retcon that he does that? What that he chooses to raise Aaron the way he raised him, but not embrace Zeke immediately after what happened to them? Is because he didn't we didn't see the growth. We just see him go from Eldian restoration, and now I see Zeke again. Zeke, you just destroyed my entire family, but I love you anyways. I'm sorry. Give me a hug. It's not. You don't see the growth. You don't see the character changing. It just happens like this. It's a snap of the finger. That's this. A snap of a finger.
An apology, saying an apology is character growth. Again,
can be, but it also can be a retcon. A retcon and character growth can be the same thing. It's just shitty character growth.
You're saying, you're saying why would he? We weren't shown the catalyst for why he changed his behavior with Eren, were we?
We were.
What was it?
The way Zeke telling on him.
Zeke telling on him. Grisha said that.
I say it's so heavily inferred that if you don't see it, then you're crazy. But yeah,
okay,
I mean, yeah, I think he did. I think he did kind of say that. When he was on the walls, he kind of blamed himself. He never blamed Zeke. So yeah, no, I'd say that's it. Yeah, I'd say that's it. I think that the story pretty much said that. Like that's not even like a tough inference. I'm pretty sure he said it.
Eren blamed himself too.
But not for Mikasa finding another man. He
blamed himself for doing the rumbling.
And 131? Is that what you're saying?
139. Nope, I'm talking
about 139. When did he blame himself?
How could I ever be forgiven? In fact, let's actually read what Armin said.
The rumbling and Mikasa were two different things. We're not talking about the rumbling. We're talking about his relationship with Mikasa.
It's all gonna make sense. I read this to you. Hold on a second.
Okay, go ahead.
This is right after. No, I don't want that. Eren says, "I want to be with Mikasa and everyone." And then Armin says, "Eren, don't give. We can find another way. We can find a way to accomplish all your plans and be with Mikasa at the same time." Watch what Eren says. "I'm sure none of them want to die either, but how could I ever be forgiven?" So, in fact, he is blaming himself for not being with Mikasa since he's the one who is punishing himself by letting himself die. So yes, in fact, he is blaming himself.
In the retcon chapter. Now show me a chapter where he did it in a chapter previous.
My brother, 139.
It's a retcon chapter.
Sure, 139 is canon.
It's canon, but it's a retcon chapter.
I can easily say Grisha's chapter is a retcon chapter.
How can you say that if it's been pre-established throughout the entire story?
Exactly.
One, he treated Eren differently. So how can you say that?
No, I'm saying Grisha. No, Grisha went at the wall. I could say that's a retcon chapter because you're using that.
How is that a retcon?
How's that retcon?
How is what Eren's saying?
Eren got the attack titan in the first chapter, in the second, third chapter. How is it a retcon?
You're saying all
been established and foreshadowed.
You're saying on the wall. It's been foreshadowed. Eren's gonna die too. You're saying on the wall. He was blaming himself, and I'm saying Eren blamed himself too.
Okay.
There we go.
Blaming yourself does not mean it's not a retcon.
Exactly.
Great. Good to know. Now, I'm going to ask you this again.
Oh my goodness.
You're saying Grisha treating differently is character development. How is that not a retcon? How is him apologizing a retcon? Because you're saying one shows growth, the other's a retcon. What makes those two different? Both come out of nowhere.
Okay. I get what you're saying. They don't come out of nowhere. Neither one of them will come out of nowhere. You're right. They both have pre-existing reasons as to why it would happen. So I guess it wouldn't be a retcon. It would just be bad writing because it wasn't. It would happen too fast. It would make no sense for Isayama to put that like immediately afterwards. That would be weird. Okay. It would be bad writing, but it would be a retcon.
Okay. So it's bad writing, not a retcon. If Grisha apologizes to Zeke right away. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. All right. I think that's all. We can move to our closing statements now.
All right. All right. Cool. You wanna go first?
Oh, actually, no. Before we do that, I know this is impromptu, but I would like to have a Q&A, maybe like 4 questions. Oh, before we end it up, and I'm gonna go back upstairs. Just want to have a Q&A from the audience.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
For you.
For both of us, like maybe 4 questions total, because I want to go back upstairs, but.
All right. What questions? Do you guys have any questions for us in the chat?
We don't want that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows the way I think.
Everyone knows the way you think, bro. But
200 people. Damn.
Yeah,
Full numbers, bro.
people like watching Attack on Titan debates.
Yeah.
but
Um. It's been.
Did Saint read the story or not? No, I didn't read it,
Serious
bro.
question. No, I don't think what Aaron did with retcon. They did. Oh, you're talking about 137? To be honest, I hate to say this. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna answer Brown's magic. Just a quick answer. I don't really. There's a lot of stuff in those last chapters I don't understand. That being one of them. Brown's magic. I have one. What do you think? How do you think you represented the ending? Do you think you made it seem better?
yeah,
Sure.
I don't think so.
Why does Aaron say he doesn't know if his friends would make it out alive if his plan was to make them heroes? Well, excellent question actually. So, first off, he says he wants to. He didn't know that they'd survive the parody. He says, let me get the actual thing here, and this is the official translation, so you guys know that I'm not mincing words here. He says, "Getting you guys wrapped up in." Hold on. Forcing you guys to find a parody. Where does he say it?
So someone asked me a question.
Yeah, force.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So he says,
Always
killing
try
percent of
hard.
humanity,
He can't get
forcing
to you.
you
I
to
know
fight till on
too.
parody, even giving my person's friend represents battle without even knowing if they survive it. So, there is a sort of like a headcanon that, when he was with Ymir, he unlocked the full powers of the founding Titan.
What's up, always
So,
try hard?
one interpretation would be, okay, he didn't know they survived war for parody, but he didn't know they survived the battle of heaven and earth. So, therefore there's that thing. But my personal interpretation is, as I said, assuming that Aaron loves Mikasa romantically, Mikasa is his top priority, and I actually use this as my proof because he says he didn't know that they survive or not. So, but he does know Mikasa's going to survive because he makes a choice. So he does all of this. He doesn't know if he's going to die. He doesn't know if Parade's going to be safe, sort of, and he doesn't know if his friends are going to survive. But he does know that Mikasa's going to survive. So that would be my answer to that question. He's prioritizing Mikasa the most. Go ahead, Zane.
Oh yeah, someone
Basically,
asked, how do I if 138 confirms that Aaron cared romantically about Mikasa? No. Only way you see it that way is if that's a separate. If you go down the timeline theory, which I don't think that's a timeline. I think it was a memory because it's in 139 they say that it was a memory, so it was a memory, and therefore if it never really happened in the story, this means Aaron gave her that memory. I think it was just a gift that Aaron gave to her, something that she could remember him by and have that. But that doesn't mean that he necessarily loves her. It just acknowledges that he acknowledges how she feels about him, which I do think that he knows, but that doesn't feel the same way.
thank you.
All right, question. I assume this is for me. Uh, why did Levi forgive the Warriors, and especially Annie, for some strange reason? Great question. I always love game missions because it makes me so mad, and I have a bunch of packages ready to go for this. So you're saying that Levi would have been angry at the Warriors, especially Annie, for some reason. And what I'd simply say to that is the whole thing with Zeke, he was just trying to fulfill a promise he had from Commander Erwin. That's it. Every time he mentions killing Zeke, he always mentions Commander Erwin in it because he wants to fulfill that promise because he never uh, did any because he never broke a promise beforehand. As far as the rest of the Warriors go, why he never did that, it's simply because, as I said, time and time again, they're in the middle of literally humanity's darkest hour. All of humanity is about to be erased and destroyed. There's no time to be dicking around and talking about who killed who, because quite frankly,
But yet they had time for Jean to punch the shit out of Reiner, and they have time for Reiner apologizing for them killing Marco. I mean, we have time for that. Hmm? We have time for that, but we don't have time for Levi getting, and for him getting kind of angry at Annie for killing the squad. There's no time for that. But we have time for Reiner apologizing, and we have time for John punching the shit out of him, which Reiner does deserve, by the way. But we don't have time for that though.
they both were responsible for killing each other's countrymen. So there's no reason to get into such petty debates. And also, he was inc-
That's not petty. That's not petty. getting angry at someone who killed your friends. That's not getting angry at someone who killed your friends. That's not petty. That's pretty understandable why. You think, what about John punching Reiner? You think that John punching Reiner for killing Margot? Is that petty? You don't know. That's
Incapacitated
not
for
petty.
majority of the time. When Annie got thawed, he was incapacitated as well. So that's why. That's why I think that. One more question. Give us a question, Saint.
Uh,
I'm gonna take
yeah.
one more
Again,
question.
Aaron, that never really happened. So either it was a timeline or a memory that never happened for real. So it's either a timeline or a memory. What are you talking about? Why didn't Aaron show any romantic feelings for Mikasa before 139? Because it's a record.
Thank you.
Do I think
Well,
that the whole scene of him admitting his love for Mikasa was good writing? Actually, I hate to tell you, it was a pleasant surprise when I was reading this. I was actually quite happy, even though I was an Aaron Heap guy.
No, you weren't.
I do think
No, you weren't. I highly doubt you were. I highly doubt you were. The fact that you went this far to protect to protect that the Aaron Mikasa relationship, you went EH. Fuck out of here, bro. Shut the
was
fuck
good
up.
writing. There's
You weren't.
definitely lots of things to improve in 139. But as far as this, I hope this gets translated one for one verbatim and with him the crying and all. I hope, because I think it's actually, I think it's a good scene. So yeah, I think it's good writing.
It
yeah,
was a
exactly.
pleasant
He did the same thing
surprise.
with Armin, but it didn't actually really happen. That conversation, Armin and him didn't really turn into children and walk through fucking lava, bro. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? It didn't
exactly.
really happen.
Exactly.
Apparently, Paths is magic enough where he can just create whatever reality he wants with people, and that's what he did. He did the same thing with Mikasa, but that doesn't mean that he truly loved her. It just means that he knew that it was important for her, that she loved him, and he wanted to give that to her because he knew he was gonna fucking die.
Exactly.
That's it. Answer
Exactly,
for an
bro.
Ian Bastion video. Oof.
Okay, I said last question. This is really gonna be my last question. 'Cause I think it's important. What would I change about the ending? I would add probably 20, 30 more pages to it. It was very poorly executed. All the plot twists were going on. That was, I remember, I remember very distinctly reading it and being like, "Oh, it was Mikasa. Oh, he killed his own mom. Oh, this." It was very strange. It was very poorly executed. I would change that. I would expound more on Ymir's backstory. I think that needs to be, we need to have more lore there. I also think that there's one other thing. Oh yes, in regards to the Aaron's mom thing, I think that needs to be explained more because that was extremely ambiguous. Um, but besides
Dog shit was
that,
stupid. That wasn't
I
ambiguous, that
think
was stupid.
yeah, it was good.
That's funny.
After the conversation with Armin, it really isn't that bad. There might be, yeah, yeah. So I'd say fix the conversation with Armin, explain Ymir's backstory, and explain the killing his mom thing.
I'm not making any Mickey's video. I'm putting it all in the last video that I make of Attack on Titan. That's why I didn't make it. And the Zeke video too. And then so why would he even do that if he doesn't love her? I just told you he acknowledges the fact that she loves him. That's all we have evidence of. He acknowledges the fact that she loves him, and he wanted to give her something. But he wanted to give her something. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Because it didn't happen. All right. All right, man. Well, thank you for stopping by, man. It
Hello,
was what?
hold on. Our
Oh, I
closing
thought you meant.
statement.
Oh yeah,
Oh
close
my
statement. Okay,
gosh.
go
Fuck
ahead.
the closing statement, bro.
All right. I think it's 10 minutes is what it was.
All right, 10 minutes.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I
What's wrong
need
with
to go back
fucking.
with my family. Holy shit! I said 7:30. It's almost 8 o'clock.
Fucking up, man.
Yeah,
All
exactly. You're
right,
fucking up.
timer's
Go home.
on.
Go
Go.
upstairs.
Yeah, and then letter sniffing. I'll change that too. So,
Change that. Just remove it.
lots
Fuck
of
the
stuff
rest
we
of
talked
it.
about today. I think we can condense it. The two main things we talked about were the Lelouch ending and
It wish it
Aaron
happened.
whining over Mikasa.
Fucking
Um,
whining. So much
my
emphasis
position
on
is
the
very
whining.
simple, and he did not hinge on the power of friendship. What he did was he used bigger army diplomacy. As Saint said, and I said so many times, he said he couldn't use power of friendship without the military. He couldn't, or he said that, I didn't say that. You couldn't use the power of friendship without the military. You can't just level the playing field. Perry has to be the strongest country in the world.
Talking about
All this
Aaron's
sounds
character
like
development.
typical peace negotiations. Every single peace negotiation fiction or otherwise, and it is appropriate to use the real world here, is that when a side can no longer wage war, or when it's being so thoroughly defeated, they don't come to the negotiation table with love in their hearts and friendship in their eyes. They come saying, "You have something I want, which is peace. You have something that's more powerful than us, which is weapons, and we want peace. So let's trade that." That's what it is. In every single war, that's how it's gone. We did the same thing with the
I
Japanese.
thought the
We
main thing
signed
was talking
paper
about
because
Karen's
we had
character
atomic
development.
weapons.
All of a sudden,
Japanese weren't skipping and jumping to the negotiation table because power of friend. And in universe, Saint even said, again, they have a bargaining chip. They're the most. They're the most powerful. Another thing that we talked about was the whole romance with Mikasa. Me and Saint also agree on the fact that it was a surprise, it was a plot twist, and there was definitely breadcrumbs left. Again, not only the blushing, which I going to die on the hill, that is relevant, especially since it's been emphasized so much in the anime and manga in different situations, but also the promise that he gives her and the fact that he gets the will to fight from her in season 2. Again, on the ground, felt worthless, was not going to fight, and then Mikasa's words made it so that he had the will to fight again. As far as um, love coming out of nowhere
yeah.
with No, I Don't Want That, how he never thought beforehand. Mr. Lionheart never thought about Annie, as we see, but we get to see more of Grisha's background with Zeke more than anyone, and we don't see him focus on Zeke at all. It's always Elling restoration, Elling restoration, Elling restoration. In just the same way that
Oh my
Titans,
God.
Titans, 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 Titans. And though both of those men learned from their mistakes in the end, and they were sad about it. Eren is allowed to be emotional about never being able to see Mikasa and his friends again. Perfectly fine. And this wasn't talked about, and I wish Saint would have brought it up, but it's the selfish nature of Eren saying he wants Mikasa for himself. He wants to be with her. Everyone has done something, I hope, selflessly for someone that they loved. And if your actual thoughts were displayed, they would sound incredibly selfish and childish. But as we can see with Eren, he does say this, yes, but his actions are completely different. He tells Mikasa later, again, in 138, which happens after 131, to forget about him. He puts on a good face. He tries to be stoic because he's doing this for her. This is not a petulant, screaming baby yelling on the floor, kicking because he can't have any cake. This is Eren deeply regretting that he can't be with Mikasa anymore, and the selfish parts of him are being expressed here. Which again, everyone has one, and in every sacrifice you make for someone else, there's always that voice inside. What Eren said. And my opponent agreed finally earlier that again, if Grisha were to see Zeke in my headcanon and he were to apologize, that shows growth. I got into a giant argument with someone on Twitter about this exact thing. I said 139 shows growth, and no, I don't want that is why. Just the same way that Grisha had growth in 130, no, 123. It's the same way Eren has growth here. He is regretting what he did, and he's sorry about it, but he's also accepting this death as a punishment for what he did, the rumbling. And my opponent agreed that apologizing and doing all that shows growth. My opponent also agreed that it could be a romantic relationship if it was a twist, which I also happen to subscribe to. Um, so I hope everyone enjoyed, and that will be my closing statement.
All right, I'll just do 5 minutes too. No, I absolutely don't agree that it is what you said. I said it was bad writing. It's not character growth. It's just bad writing. We don't. I mean, technically it's growth, but it's not good growth. It's not growing as a character is something that this is something I say because this is something I really appreciate in writing is when a character grows and it's understandable, it's believable. You see it happen, and this is another thing. Like this is why I compare Walter White to Aaron because Walter White is how you what a lot of defenders claim Aaron to be. Not saying you claim him to be that, but Walter White is how you do Aaron correctly. It's character development. You see them go through the process of learning their mistakes and learning that they're wrong, and then when they say, "Yeah, I feel differently than I felt before," you actually can say, "Oh yeah, well I saw him learn that. I saw him grow. I saw that. I didn't see any growth. I didn't see Aaron have any growth towards his relationship with Mikasa at all through the entire story, which you agreed with, which means it is terrible,
Thank
terrible
you.
writing. It's a plot twist because you didn't see it coming. If you didn't see it coming, then it's bad. You should be able to see it coming some way, shape, or form. We didn't see Aaron crying in the last chapter saying, "Oh my God, it can't be because," when he's already been in a similar situation in the past and he never thought about her. In the cave, he never thought about her. In the tight stomach, he never thought about her. He never thought about this bitch for one moment. Any of the times that we had internal monologues from Aaron, Mikasa was never mentioned. Never. But that's fine. Another thing, Aaron being selfish, and this is another thing that I feel like people just don't fucking get. It's echo coming from you. So Aaron being selfish is pre 139 or pre time skip. Aaron has never been selfish before. He has been selfish for his people, but individually selfish, never. In the cave, he was willing to die. A selfish person will never say, "Yeah, eat me."
Thanks. Factual. If he was selfish, he wouldn't tell his story to kill him to eat him. He didn't say that.
A selfish person will never say that. Never. A selfish person will never say, "Let me go ahead and die so that it could be better for someone else." That's the opposite of selfish. Selfish people don't think that way. If you're a selfish person, you don't say, "Yeah, go ahead, that's fine. Eat me for what my dad did." No, fuck that. Like, fuck that. Get me out of here. That's not what a selfish person does. Selfish people don't put them in a situation where he did for Armin. He literally jumped inside of a Titan's mouth and threw Armin out. That's not what a selfish person does. Selfish people don't do these things. They say, "Damn, that motherfucker dead." When a motherfucker that he didn't even barely knew got eaten by a Titan, he was so enraged that he risked his life to try to avenge him. That's not what a selfish
Yeah,
person does.
when
He's
Thomas
not
died.
selfish. He's never been shown to be selfish throughout the entire story until the end, until the last moment. You're saying he's selfish because he manipulated the island to fight Libero. He in his mind he saw no choice. He saw no option. In his mind, he saw, we need to move on these motherfuckers. We need to do something, or they're going to kill us all. Not me. I'm gonna die in 4 years anyway. Why do I care? Why do I care what happens? I'm dead. I want to make it better for you guys. Not selfish. That's the opposite of selfish. He's the furthest thing from a selfish character. In 139, he's nothing but a selfish character. Which is, except for the fucking Code Geass plan, which he said was stupid from the beginning. Which is why 139 is dog shit. 138 is dog shit.
Facts.
137 is dog
Dog
shit.
shit.
135 is dog
Dog
shit.
shit.
133 is dog
Dog
shit.
shit.
And all of
Do it again. Do it again. Let's do it. Let's
except for
synchronize it.
the
Let's synchronize.
fucking Code Geass plan, which he said was stupid from the beginning. Which is why 139 is dog shit.
Dog shit.
138 is dog,
Dog
shit.
shit.
137 is dog,
Dog
shit.
shit.
135 is dog,
Dog
shit.
shit.
133 is dog,
Dog
shit.
shit.
And all of the chapters with the Alliance are dog shit. Because this
There's one
story
more
doesn't
dog shit.
understand
Hey,
the
look, it's me.
difference between.
Hey, look, it's me right there. Look, I was there. I came in late. I came very late though. But yeah, I did say W because he did preach. Let's do it one more time. I want to do it one more time because he rhymes. He's like, this one crap, dog crap, dog. I like that.
I'm gonna die in 4 years anyway.
Hold
Why
on,
do
hold on.
I care?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Why do I care what happens? I'm dead. I want to make it better for you guys. That's not
Okay.
selfish. That's the opposite of selfish. He's the furthest thing from a selfish character.
That's
In
true.
139, he's.
Don't forget, he's he's basically destroying his mental health to make sure his people are safe and his friends are safe. That's not selfish to me, bro. This man's literally risking his body and mind to save his island. That's not selfish. Don't forget, they have to realize the only person who's suffering mentally, the only person who's suffering the consequences of this is him and him alone. He's already suffering this. He's really fucked up mentally for sure. Like he's mentally fucked. So he's sacrificing his mental health to save his island and the people that live on that island. That's not selfish. How is that selfish? That's pretty selfless in my opinion. He's the only one that's suffering the mental consequence of that. He's the only one. He knows after he's done, his mental health is gonna be fucked up. But he doesn't care. Because he pushes forth to protect the people that he cares about.
Nothing but a selfish character, which is except for the fucking Code Geass plan, which he said was stupid from the beginning. Which is why 139 is dog
Dog
shit.
shit.
138 is dog
Dog
shit.
shit.
137 is dog
Dog
shit.
shit.
135 is dog
Dog
shit.
shit.
133 is dog
Dog
shit.
shit.
And all of the chapters with the Alliance are dog shit.
Dog shit. Yep.
Because this story doesn't understand the difference between selfish and survival. Selfish and my people. The individual and the country. This story don't get it. It just sees black and white. No matter how much it tries to pretend like it's this thought-provoking, broad spectrum of emotions, it's literally just don't do genocide. Genocide is bad, like Hanji said. When that's not the case. The story was given, it's not that.
Thank you.
It never has been. And then we, as the people who see that this shit for what it is, that it's dog shit, we're punished because we saw this story on something way higher than what it turned out. And I'm about to shit on this shit.
Let's
As
go.
soon as it ends, I can't
Let's
wait to drop
go.
that video, boy.
W. End it, bro.
And that's
Thank
it.
you. Yep.
All right. Unfortunately, we're not in person, so I'll extend a.
That it? Yep, that's it.
You in
That.
there, so I'm about to send the invite.
Okay. I think that's it.
I wish one of my mods would have done that. Nah, he cool guy.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, we spent over 3 hours just basically breaking this down. I will post it on my YouTube. So my YouTube is Predator Gaming XL. I did put it in the chat. It's on the it's in my it's in the bio. So if you wanna head to there right now, head to there. Um I will post this probably tomorrow or on Thursday. But yeah. Pretty much it. It's almost 3 o'clock for me, my time anyways, and I gotta go. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching the video with me. Um, just to round it all up, man. You can't defend the retcon. It's hard. It's nearly impossible. And the only way to defend the retcon is if you retcon other parts of the story as well. Um, but yeah, whatever. My opinion, I don't like it. I don't like the ending. I don't like the way it was written. Is it gonna change? I doubt it. I doubt the ending's gonna change. Maybe they'll expand upon it, so actually it'll be more smoother and less abrupt to make more sense. But as it being an AOE, I don't think so. That's my opinion only. So what do you guys think, man? Comment. So I'm gonna say put this on my YouTube. So if you've missed this Twitch stream, if you missed the stream, if you're here at the end of the stream, I will post this later tomorrow or on Friday. Or actually, I might post this tonight or yeah, tonight because it is 3 o'clock in the morning. So I will post it later on tonight or I'll post it tomorrow. But besides that, that's the end of the video, guys. That's the end of the stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming in and trying to chat with me, watching the video with me because I wanted to watch. I was actually conflicted. I was conflicted whether to watch this by myself or not. But I feel like you know what? My I wanted to watch this. I never watched it before, and it was open, and I had the Twitch studio. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's really 5 to 3. So I'm gonna go to bed, tired as hell. I wake up in like 3.5 hours. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in and chatting up with me. Again, my YouTube is in the bio, so you press my little press on my little icon and you see it right there. If you press the YouTube, it'll go directly to YouTube. Um, thank you guys so much for coming in. and I'm trying to actually stream more lately because now I have software that can actually run pretty well. So next stream, I think we're gonna do either we'll go on a PS4 and play, or we're gonna play this game called Evans Remains, which I actually got interested in. Well, I haven't played it yet, but I think you're playing it. So yeah, guys, I think that's it. I think that's it. So again, thank you guys so much for coming through and just watching with me, man. Again, my YouTube link is in the bio, so just press it and you go straight to my YouTube channel. All right, man. It's Predator Otaku. I'll see you guys next time. I will post this tonight. Well, I will post later on tonight, or I'll post it tomorrow. But it'll definitely come between those 2 days. It's Predator Gaming, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Let me just send you guys off with some music, and we'll be on our way. Okay. See you guys.